welcome in to this week's episode of Unrolled Stories, a weekly-ish D&D campaign set in the world of Elvoria. We're back with these wonderful humans to roll some dice, attempt some questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story. At the top, I want to take a moment to thank everyone who supported the Wondrous Environments Kickstarter. It went incredibly well. We are now in the process of doing all of the back-end stuff and actually writing the damn thing, but it's incredible. If anyone missed it and is interested in joining the thing, we are accepting late pledges, which will still be cheaper than the eventual retail price when it does go out somewhere. So go grab it for yourself now, and it'll be the only place you can grab the printable stat blocks if you want them, as we're not planning on selling them anyway. So do go grab those. Similarly, speaking of releases, I just released my third adventure now, I think, called The Crown of Endless Dark. For people who have been following this for a while, stuff I've done with Runic Press, who we released Vecna's Book of Vile Darkness a couple of years ago, and an expansion the year after. This is essentially an adventure to go with those books. So if you're interested in that kind of dark, morally questionable style of D&D for your Halloween adventures, this is the adventure for you. It's designed for Tier 3. Some other people in this game have playtested a little bit of it, and I think they all had great fun with it. So do recommend, do go check it out on the DM's Guild and try it for yourself. Those are the big announcements. As always, if you're looking for new dice or some wooden tabletop accessories to roll those dice in or through in the case of a tower, or store them in the case of a vault, go check out Dakota Irish, wonderful Irish-based dice producer in the British Isles. That right now, if you're lucky and quick, you might still be able to get their dice advent calendar in time for Christmas and treat yourself to stuff. Sarah's eyes just lit up then. Chris?
It might just be me, but it definitely looked like Andrew's dice got censored then, and I just can't help but wonder how inappropriate is his dice.
Don't ask what the 20 symbol is.
Strip D&D.
It's one of those dice that when you turn it upside down, the woman's clothes come off.
But it's a dice, so the woman is also falling over constantly.
Yes.
It's an absolute nightmare of a dice.
Yeah, it was over-engineered, I think.
Which is not by Dakota Irish, obviously.
I wish to point out, consent is needed for that to happen, because an automatic D20 does not mean it beats all the rules.
Correct. Anyway, if you want some socially appropriate dice, do go check out Dakota Irish. There will be a link in the description below. Use the code TheWelshDM at checkout and get yourself 10% off and help support the channel.
Implying what we said was real, but it's not yet.
I guarantee it's somewhere.
Maybe a big dice.
Maybe a failed Kickstarter, but it's somewhere.
You're going to roll a Dick 40, a Dick 4, a Dick 6, a Dick 8.
Someone has definitely done a Kickstarter for dice for penis length, one for each of the different ancestries in D&D, haven't they?
Let me check. You carry on.
Okay, thank you. As a reminder, you can listen to episodes of Unrolled Stories as a podcast for all of your commuting, gym, washing up, etc. needs. So do go find those over on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all your other kind of various podcasting sites. They inevitably try to go out Wednesday after they air on YouTube, but I'm quite forgetful, and occasionally they go out later than that. But when that happens, Emma shouts at me, so I'm starting to get better. Review them if you can, that helps. Anyway, Reimagined Classes. Majority of this party don't use the official D&D classes because reasons. We use the Reimagined Classes, which are available on the DM's Guild as a bundle, allowing you to embody Aderyn, Lesley, Ximori, or Balrick in your games or your versions thereof. Fully compatible with every subclass from the original version of 5e. Haven't tested them in 2024, try it for yourself. And as always, all NPC art and character art was done by the wonderful Aderyn Angiolini. You can check out their Art Venturing Guild and get NPC art directly into your email inbox once a month for yourself. And Chibi battle map art, if we use it, was made by WeTheDreamingDesigns. Definitely check them out if you can and support real artists. With all of that out of the way, Andrew, did you find that Kickstarter yet?
I've got so much penis-related D&D stuff on my screen currently. I might have to take my glasses off in case the reflection gets us demonetized.
Well, in that case, I think it's time.
I'm just bringing you a cup of tea. No, Mom.
And with that, I think it's time to continue telling our story. previously, what did happen previously? It feels like a month since we played.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Previously, you guys were continuing your downtime in the grand metropolis that is Andamon. Essentially, dicking about until your magic items are finished, and then you can leave again. Among other things, a lot of shopping was done, I feel like, last session, including for meat hooks, which will scar the memory for a while.
As you do.
Some snail racing happened, and while the snail racing was getting set up, Balrick was...
Costed.
Yes, let's go with the costed. By an individual, an elf, introducing themselves as Ido Suke, who further introduced themselves as a member of the Custodians of Long, the now mythic or child's fairy tale that are the Dragon Knights within the Empire, and essentially tried to gauge a little bit about who Balrick was, how they came to be in the position they are with a bonded dragon, essentially implying that such a thing is certainly rare and never done without purpose by dragons. Offering potential further information should he be interested, including a compatriot of hers wanting to check that Balrick can stand up to the physical needs of being a custodian. They departed ways, and Balrick kind of weighed up what that meant for himself. You then had a snail race, which I believe Ximori won by using a slug.
I'm going to look up right now whether snails or slugs are on average faster.
And Balrick was forced to pay for everyone's dinner. After getting dinner, or actually, no, if I remember correctly, Balrick bought charcuterie boards for the entirety of the Knights Campus community gathering.
Spent like 10 gold or something like that.
Yeah. You attended the community gathering, realizing that the Knights Campus as a whole is essentially a support group for down on the luck individuals, traumatized individuals, for people who have been affected by the harsher side of the Empire, shall we say, and need a little bit more community than they're necessarily getting. A subset of these people refer to themselves as the Compass Knights, including Koromar, the individual from Arquen's past. And essentially, you lingered around afterwards to essentially be interrogated, signed off on, authorized by the leader of the Compass Knights, one Galhana, a crotchety, relatively old gnome woman who did not trust any of you, still doesn't, but is at least open enough to your disdain for the Empire practices and can see your value to allow you to do some, or to allow you to attend a prove it mission, essentially. Tasked with infiltrating a scale guard fort to essentially just switch out a manifest. Change some guard schedules. What
fucking beast.
Yeah, what happened afterwards was the smoothest heist ever seen in D&D. In and out in a jiffy. The only slight tweak required Arquen crash tackling Aderyn out the window.
I slipped, okay? I did this in heels.
But you did, you believe, get out unnoticed. Meeting back up with Finian, who once again echoed that he doesn't trust any of you, before you all disappeared into the night and rendezvoused back at the Golden Moon. We can pick up the next morning, we can pick up that night, but I will pass it over to you guys as to what you want to do in the meantime. You are aware that you will probably be getting further correspondence from the Compass Knights for other endeavours as the week progresses.
I think the only thing I actually want to do during the day is find a mace. Find and buy a mace. That's what I want. I think it would be the weapon for my Bronze Knight persona.
Okay. I will say easy enough just because there's enough places around and it's a fairly standard thing. There is a slight markup on it, just because, again, they're currently equipping 3 Stormcrest Legions. But I'm just double-checking the price of a mace.
It's 5.
5, cool. 6 gold is the markup on it.
Rip off.
Yeah, it is a rip-off.
But I got a mace. Yeah, that's all I got. I would like to take my
music box
to the enchanter.
Oh yeah, sure.
Whose name I've plain forgotten.
Well, you can't go until you remember. Okay.
That seems fair.
Hello. Currently enchanting something for me.
Auri, the
hey,
elf
you
at the Crystal Lantern. Yes.
Yeah.
For the record, not going to try and do the accent because my voice is Chad. So.
Don't remember what the accent was. So.
I mean, it's a bad one, but I know what it is. Anyway.
You're good. Yeah, I'd like to take it along and see whether there's any chance of them repairing it, because it's currently like skipping essentially like a record player. After a short wait in the tea shop at the bottom, you're eventually kind of shown up to the showroom, as it were, and she kind of meets you at the kind of glass desk with a number of smaller trinkets inside. So, certainly, how can I help? I've got this music box, you see. Yes. And when you open it, it plays a song, but I'm afraid it's incomplete. It seems part of it is it's been damaged. You see. That's a shame. And I was wondering if there's any way to restore the enchantment so that it plays all that what is meant to. Although obviously I'm not sure what it is meant to do anymore. Well, let me take a look and see what we can figure out. You'll see kind of a faint flash in her kind of astral-like eyes, investigating things. It's a fairly simple enchantment. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. It's just mainly been damaged a little bit. Just needs a little bit of repairing, and it should be good to go. Brilliant. While you're here, and she's like, I can do this while you wait. But she just starts like pulling out like small like fine, almost like jewelers equipment to begin like working the metal back. Just while you're here, I just want to apologise that I had hoped to finish your order sooner rather than later, but I had a couple of higher priority rush orders come in from significant individuals, considering the large scale operations that has kind of taken priority. It shouldn't take more than an additional day or two to get them to you, but it should. I just wanted to apologise. It's not usually in my practice. No. Whereabouts? Like, how many days until the fight? You are probably about 2 or 3 days until the fight. I think it's 2. I'd have to check the calendar. So it might be fixed. It might be ready by then. It might not. No. So this is actually implying that. So it shouldn't have been ready by this point. You still have a couple of days on this point, and there's a slight delay from that point. Yeah. Okay. It's just confirming that they won't be ready for you for the fight, so you're not like either or on that. No. Basically, she goes. She's like, I should have them ready to go the day after the legions leave. That's my hope. I might work a little bit of a late night that night to make sure they're ready for you, because I don't like delaying on orders. Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you. Very, very good of you. But yes, take your time. In that moment, you're kind of like, okay, that's the damage sorted out. I think it just needs. She kind of takes a look at it. Oh. The enchantment on this is essentially a captured musical piece. Trying to repair it, I should be able to fully restore the piece
as it is, but there is a small chance that some of it might not come back. It's up to you. I'm willing to try. It's a fairly simple one, but there's always a risk with repairing enchantments. If it's personal.
I mean, if it's more than there currently is, then that's fine by me.
She is going to roll an Arcana check. Is there anything you want to do?
Can I help?
If you can explain to me a way in you're helping, yes.
I will. Can I try and remember the missing parts of the song?
Give me a... Tell you what, give me a straight charisma check, because I feel this is more delving into your own memories rather than just an intelligence check.
Okay. If it's just straight charisma, that's an 18.
18
plus 4.
I think at that point you just start kind of humming the melody under your breath, and you find yourself like just finding out further pieces. And like you can kind of sense that she's like taking that melody and working it with it in the process. So yeah, I'll say that gives her advantage.
Fuck yeah.
She's just working there. So, well, I think there might be the odd note or two out of key. I can't claim to be a musician myself, but I do think that is everything.
Thank you. It means a lot to me.
I'm happy to help. I understand these kind of things can be quite sentimental.
Yes. How much do I owe?
It didn't take that long. It's just 2 gold for the time rendered.
Oh, I'll give her 5.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah. And I'm sort of like holding it. I'm like, don't want to open it yet. I'll put it back in my pocket and thank you. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Certainly.
I'm sort of sheepishly move out. It's like I'm not entirely sure what to do in this instance. It's lots of brain fog about missing memories and also like making a bit sheepish. Yes. Thank you so much.
You are shown out. You can pick yourself up a chai tea on your way out to calm your nerves.
Hell yeah.
And
I need a cup compared to my
head out. Is there anything else, or we can jump to some Compass Night stuff? Yeah, go for it.
Unaware of Tauri's shopping experience recently, Ximori would like to go out to a musical shop.
Certainly.
Would basically like to buy like a small wooden flute like theirs, but sort of like half size, like a little piccolo version.
Okay.
Like it's sort of like Ximori looks at this like, yeah, you could stick that in a boot. Just because I remember Tauri sort of standing there not doing anything and.
Okay. Yeah. Well, a flute costs 2 gold pieces. To get a kind of slightly cheap, mundane one, probably a gold and a 5 silver. Just get a slightly smaller one. That's not as nice as the one Tauri got.
There we go. And yeah, just when Tauri's around, just like to Tauri.
Yes.
So you know, like how you need like stuff to do your stuff.
I think I understand.
And you know how like your guitar's kind of big.
Yes, it can be a faff to take everywhere.
Yeah. So I've got this flute, right? And I figured if you knew how to play a flute, you could probably do your stuff with it.
I do.
So I got you a little flute.
It's about the length of like Harry's like half of a forearm, but it's only about the length of like one of your hands.
Little flute.
I give it a little trill.
it's a serviceable musical instrument. It's nothing you would perform in a theatre with, but you perform on the street with it happily.
Let's give it a go. Heat metal.
I think, like emergency flute,
Can I fit it in my boot?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. I will spend some time trying to get it so that I can put it in my boot without walking funny and it rolling around. So maybe a loop or something.
Yeah,
you
can get like a small like piece of leather and just stitch it to the inside.
Exactly.
It's like a strap for it. Yeah, that's.
But I'm trying to do it so that it should be able to be. Actually, no. Can I go find a bootmaker?
Cobbler.
Yeah, cobbler.
Cobbler. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Explain what I. Yes. Can you do anything, or can I buy a pair of boots that I can hide a flute in? This one is specifically.
Odd request. Sure. I mean, do you want to just do something to the boots you're currently wearing, or?
I mean, I need a new pair of boots anyway. So.
Sure. Take your pick.
Thigh-high leather boots.
I'm not quite going thigh-high leather boots, but they're probably like knee-high.
Like riding boots, I'm imagining.
Yeah, probably like travelling boots, quite clearly.
Sort of Victorian style, where it's just so many buckles.
A good pair of boots. With a slight adjustment, it's just going to cost you 5 silver pieces.
Cool. Yeah, I happily pay. Cool. The other thing I wanted to do can wait. It's just a bit more shopping, but.
No, feel free if you want.
Can I try and find? Hold on, let me just check. Would actually you'll be able to answer this. Would the? Okay, where is it? Where on earth have I put it? Hold on, sorry. I had a. Don't know where it's gone. Can I try and find the inscribing tools that I've got?
Oh, the
they're in
Mastercraft
my
ones
other
that you
possessions.
picked up from.
Yes, because
Yes.
I couldn't find an actual piece of equipment for it at the time.
Yeah, there isn't really.
There
But
isn't.
yes.
Would that work on leather as well, or is that specifically metal?
They are designed to be work on metal, but they would function on leather.
Could I go and buy an inscribing kit, or like leatherworking kit?
Yeah, you can buy some leatherworkers tools, easy enough. You
Yeah.
can probably get them from the cobbler, to be honest.
Cool. And could I ask him how long would it take for me to just like learn the basics?
Well,
I have some practice in like inscribing anyway, but not specifically with leather. I just want to try and make these braces a bit more fancy, but I'd like to do it myself.
I mean, that's just a bit of practice. Buy yourself some basic leather and just start working away at it. If you want, I can show you some basics here over the next couple of days. And
bringing up the Balrick, you would know Balrick does have leatherworking tools already. Just so you know.
That's fair. I probably will try and buy my own so that if I ruin them, I'm not breaking somebody else's stuff.
Tauri wants the fancier tools.
It's more that Tauri would not want to ruin somebody else's stuff.
Sure.
And you never know what will happen.
I'll tell you what, over these coming days, knowing that there are Compass Knights missions happening, and knowing that, let's say you didn't leave the best of impressions with the group, I will leave it up to you. Do you want to take part in all of the Compass Knights missions? I'm not saying you won't take part in any of them, because some will take place at night, that kind of thing. But any that take place during the day, you can instead be here kind of working on leatherworkers tools.
I'd probably be a little bit more concerned about doing stuff during the day, what with everything that's happened both here and previously.
Sure. In that case, you go work on that. Give me an intelligence check to see how much you pick up in this moment.
I just found the green pen I've been looking for a week.
Oh, nice.
Intelligence, just straight intelligence. 15.
15. You pick up some basics. If you dedicate the rest of your kind of day times here to this, you can essentially have... Wait, this doesn't work because you're a bard.
Yep.
I'll say you're halfway to gaining proficiency, and then you just need to do a little bit more time on the road, like practicing yourself.
Cool. I didn't expect to gain proficiency at all here. It was more.
I was going to give you half
start.
proficiency, and then my brain went, "You have it."
I have it anyway, but we can say that that's kind of a holdover from me already. Actually, I'm not even. Actually, this will help me. Can we just inscribing? Because I'm not actually proficient in inscribing tools.
Yeah, we can just call it. That's fine. Anyway, in that case, later on that day after you've gone and bought your mace, Arquen, Cormac comes up to you and is just like, right, here's the next thing that we've got going on. A bunch of people out in the slums are starving, right, mate? That's just kind of, you know what it's like. And there's always these food trucks going in and out of the city, heading elsewhere into the Empire. I mean, they're not going to go missing one truck now, are they? And we can distribute that food. So
that's a rounding error.
I mean, for most of them, yeah. Well, it makes a big difference to the people out there that they're constantly just bickering over what they're going to do. I mean, if you ask me,
rounding error is a phrase that Arquen has heard and Karamar doesn't know, but I also don't know what it means.
It's like they've been debating over in the Grand Forum fucking months at this point about what to do with the slums because it's getting worse and worse out there with how close they are to the cliffs, and we just got to do something to help the little guy out, right? Like there is a wagon cart leaving just before dusk tonight, literally last thing out of the gates. It's a little risky. It's happening in daylight, where most of the stuff we prefer to do, outside, out of mine. But what we need to do is cause enough of a distraction that we can take out, essentially get on one of the carts, replace the driver, and then just peel it off in the traffic. That's the plan. I'll be honest, we don't have much more of a plan beyond that, and that's where I was kind of hoping you would come in.
All right.
I don't know where the rest of your folks are. Maybe we could discuss this over a drink.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of hours before we need to sort it out.
And taking up leatherworking is not some kind of spy euphemism or anything like that. That's literally what they're doing.
I have no idea. I've never heard it in my life. I mean, I've heard of leatherworking, but I've never heard of it in another context.
Come on, let's go.
So you all kind of get together, at least the three of you, because I think Ximori is also deliberately not involved.
Yeah, I am not involved. I have plausible deniability.
Just for the sake of the narrative, Ximori, what are you off doing in these kind of offbeats?
The thing is, Ximori has now been in a city for a while and hasn't really fought much stuff, or done much violence besides the obvious. So I think they're just kind of a bit restless and just sort of wandering around, sort of just looking for what sort of carrying work, physical work they can do.
Sure.
Just to earn some money and also just keep themselves moving.
Cool. The irony is you end up getting pulled into helping load up the wagons that are heading out as part of the agricultural commission. The rest of
I used to work for these people.
Yeah. That's how you kind of get in and kind of start helping out. You very easily understand, they're always looking for manual labour. I can sort it out.
So I heard something about an agricultural commission. I'll go there and help out.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you need somebody to guard the caravan? Sure.
Right, so the three of you sit down with Coromar. You're just like, Finian was supposed to be here, but I don't know where he is. We can plan with that.
Alright.
He turns up.
Right. So, presumably there's a convoy of these wagons going out, right?
Yeah, I think it's meant to be half a dozen of them.
Okay. What kind of guarding are we looking at?
Pretty low. Occasionally, I think you get one guard on each wagon along with the driver. I mean, who robs food trucks in the middle of a city, right?
Yeah. So ideally, we're looking at taking the one at the back, right?
Could do. Which
Tell you
otherwise,
what.
just not the front one. Is probably the one I would avoid.
Yeah. Tell you what, like, is there any way we can sort of sketch out a map of the city and the vague route they know it'll take?
I don't know where my maps are. Yes. In short, yes. I just don't know where the map book I need is.
Right.
So you know that it would head from. What's the one I want?
What I'm looking for is a crossroads.
And
also, Aderyn and Balrick, feel free to speak up at any moment for what you think is ideal.
So you know that it'll probably be heading from the kind of south section of southwestern portion of the lower city, which is where the agricultural mission stores are essentially. We'll be heading up past the Crystal Lantern, through the gates into the North City, Upper City even, and then out the main gates. I will send you a photo now, roughly. Show you start and exit points, and then.
What's the most crowded area out of all of that?
The most crowded area? Depends what you mean. Crowded on the road is going to be the Upper City. Because that's where all of the traffic coming in and out of the city is. It's the main thoroughfares. In terms of buildings, the lower city is going to be far more cramped.
Right. I'll try and find. If I can do a check to try and find a location I deem as ideal for. Well, I'll ask Garma. I was like, any chance you can get your hands on a different wagon or a car, anything that can block a road if you park it sideways on a road?
I mean, we could maybe get some hand carts and stuff. Not massive. We can make something.
Right. Just need something that's enough that we can. Basically, I'll find it. I'll look for a crossroads.
I've just sent a map in chat showing you where it's starting, which is the dot, and then the exit out the main gate at the top. You can map a realistic route that it would take through there.
Yeah. Open image in new tab and I'll rotate because I ain't turned my head. I can't rotate it. Hang on.
All right, Mr. Sends maps at the wrong angle. Get a taste of your own medicine.
City, will that be the busiest pedestrian-wise? Just
you would expect the lower city to be far more busy pedestrian-wise.
Yeah. All right. And it's also got the most number of. I mean, ideally, we want them to make it out of the gates before they realise something's happened. All right. Sort of just before the main thoroughfare, artery. Sort of, no, we're joined there. All right. Before it gets to the wall and before it gets to number 5, there's a cross road that I reckon that they'd probably take.
Yep.
I would like to investigate this location and see sort of how generally busy it is, and whether I think I can get a cart parked on the on the T, so that when they basically when the 5th out of the 6th cart goes past, I can stumble into the road whoa, just passing through, and the cart can come out and block the road, and then we can do our dastardly business.
Okay.
And then turn the cart around and
roll me an investigation.
Is that the one just below 5?
Yes.
Might be a bit busy. It comes off quite a big intersection, doesn't it?
Well, that's all the better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone want to give me an advantage? Anyone want to do it?
I can do.
Yeah. I want to describe everything that I'm into you. I'm also going to look out for
strategy guy. I can scout you.
guard stations that might have like just a sort of a traffic warden who might want to get prove himself or anything like that.
I can do you strategize. You're the military man. You do the strategies. I'll gather information. That's what I'm used to doing.
It's
You're
in
the people person. Hey, you're the people person.
Yeah. In fact,
or disguises.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a disguise. I'm quite distinctive.
Arquen's quite distinct, and Arquen can't go out in armor, looking like they're in armor.
No, I wasn't going to be in armor. No.
Yeah, but if Aderyn can get you in armor,
well, maybe a gambeson that would help.
You could swap out Arquen. I can do some scouting. I'll investigate.
Yeah, look for guard stations, places you might be able to hide a cart.
Yeah, you come along and help me out because you know what you're looking for, but I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'll help you. In fact, cart-wise, carts, wagons.
Choose your own cart.
You could use your own. Well, no, it's currently being worked on, isn't it?
Oh yeah, currently it's being worked on by
yeah. I'd like to sort of also like Balrick. The taller the cart, the better. Do you think you could put some tarpaulin over, create a wagon, a covered wagon that would maybe block the cart in front's view of the cart behind, that's been our likely target.
I can try and figure something out. I know a cart guy now.
You do know a cart guy? I know a guy.
What's the investigation?
I'm glad for the advantage. That turns a 14 into a 21.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
With the 21, this intersection is pretty decent. You estimate that it's not a major road.
Yeah.
Compared to others like the one just to the kind of 2 o'clock of it that is the more main through the lower city. So it's a little bit tighter. You can still get just about 2 lanes of traffic down, but you imagine that if this thing is going through, that whatever guard is riding ahead on a single horse or something like that is going to probably try and clear the way and get it as a one-way street. In terms of nearby scale guard, the large intersection underneath would definitely have a scale guard station there, not only to direct traffic, but just because major point of population. So there would be a scale guard presence just relatively south. Technically it's southwest, but from the map's perspective, south of you to be aware of.
What is 5 on the map, by the way?
Is it a roundabout?
It is Zuilu Market. It is essentially a large place that becomes a market stall, a large market once a week. It's not always there, but it comes every week.
Which means if we can...
It's also relatively close to where the Crystal Lantern is, for reference.
If we can get the cart to cross, our cart to cross into the intersection, and then direct the wagon we're trying to steal down the right-hand side, and then loop around, we can. Where are the Warrens on this map, by the way?
The Warrens are to
where we'd want to take
10 o'clock of Lower City.
Which bit's the lowest?
So this is Lower City. It's probably slightly flipped for you. Warrens are this region.
Okay, cool. In which case, if we sort of do it from right to left, then we can direct the cart down the left-hand side and down, and basically end up in the Warrens after 2 streets.
You would know. I'll give you with that investigation check. There are no gates directly joining the Lower City to the Warrens. You would have to get through 2 sets of gates together. So you'd have to go through into Duskward and then north into the gate into the Warrens.
Do we know what
to be clear, no road gates. There might be small guard gates, person gates to get through, but you're not going to get a cart through that. Is my point.
Yeah. So Duskward is the one that sort of, if we go down that, we
northwest.
Duskward.
Northwest.
Yeah, that's the Duskward. Yeah.
Just the west, yeah.
Lower City,
Yeah.
Duskward, Warrens.
And so sort of where the walls are is a gate, presumably.
So this wall here has no gate.
Oh, we can see the gates. You
There's
can
a
see
gate
the gates.
there,
They're the
and
ones
there's
with
a
the two
gate
dashes.
Yeah.
The gates are the ones with the two dashes. Aren't they?
Yeah.
So where's the...
There's only, we literally just have to slightly drop in.
Yeah.
Drop into the Duskward.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I just... What was the main... Is it just one of the wagons we want?
One of the wagons.
Specific one, or...
The one at the back would make sense.
No,
I'm
it
just
just
saying, so it's not
basically
specific.
Coromar's come just to go like, we steal a wagon, we then take it into one of the slums and distribute the food to the people who actually need it, rather than wherever the hell that's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably going to the war effort up north, and they've already stolen plenty of food already.
Yep. I'll ask Karma, do we know if there are any signifying markers on the wagons themselves?
Oh yeah, they're going to be emblazoned to hell with the Agricultural Commission. This isn't a secret delivery by any means.
Okay. So we might want to get also a cover to throw over it then.
Well, if we can get a tarpaulin on the old... On a distraction wagon, we can drape it over. I've got some ability to, you know...
We could get a second tarp. I'm sure we can get 2 tarps.
I've got some ability to distract the senses when it comes to that. I'm usually used to...
My last tarp in the city. It's the last tarp in the city, I'm telling you.
Right.
Cool.
With a rough plan in place and the knowledge
Yep.
of the issues in terms of being
Yep.
scale guard nearby, quite tight, etc.
Yep.
We're going to jump forward.
Excellent.
And so we jump to that
This guy.
late afternoon, evening period.
Mhm.
The sun heading towards the western horizon. You're all kind of stationed up around this intersection of various points. Perhaps Balrick slightly further downstream to be able to spot the wagons coming before moving up to liaise with you.
Yeah, I'd like to scout our escape route as well. On
Sure.
The way in.
We can handle that later. Because what I'm going to say is I'm going to steal from Blades in the Dark. Everyone has a flashback that they can use to deal with a situation that was pre-planned, pre everything, etc. When a situation arises. That can be used at any time. You get 1 per heist. So at this moment, Balrick, you see standing at like the large artery intersection just further down from where you're planning things. You can see the cart. You can see like someone on a horse, a scale guard on a horse, just like directing people out the way, telling people to move as this convoy of wagons starts coming up behind him. What do you want to do?
Not me.
Yeah.
One minute. So I thought Arquen were triggering it. I signaled to Arquen.
Well, so
What was the plan?
I reckon basically the layout I think is we'll have Aderyn on the cart, the one that will go out because she's
a really bad driver.
loud,
follow
confrontational, a good driver, and very
Good
good
driver.
at convincing people of things. So basically, Aderyn, we want you to be like, sorry, no, I'm just, sorry, my horses are all, oh god, it's all going all over the place. Oh,
Or she can go like, why would you crash into me? It was my right away.
yeah.
Whatever she's like, create a distraction of some kind.
Yeah. Really fill out the space when you get there.
Before we start, would anyone want like I've got a variety of spells that would be useful. Does anyone want an enhanced ability?
But you don't do spells, Balrick.
I've got a variety of tinctures and potions that are useful.
Good point. It's a new day, so I can change my spells, can't I?
I've changed my spells. I've got so many that could be useful, but they're all concentrations. I feel Pass Without Trace is going to be useful later on.
Yeah.
If this gets a little bit more chaotic, I've got Silence, which could be
That's a
useful.
good thing to cast on the card if needed.
Entangle.
I've got Entangle and Snaring Strike.
I've got one of the big ones I'm thinking will be useful later on is Fog Cloud. Just being able to go Smoke Bomb.
Yeah. Just in case of bad things happening.
Also,
I can do things too.
I also have a smoke bomb. On the castigators. I have a castigator smoke bomb, which I think was just a smoke bomb.
I think those are just smoke bombs. I'd have to double check, but I'm fairly certain they are.
I'm taking command.
Maybe just to start with, because I could afford it. I've also got spike growth, but I don't think we would necessarily want to spike growth.
No. Yeah, something's gone wrong if we do spike growth.
Before anything starts, I think I would have had a pep talk with Aderyn, going like, "Look, you've got this. This is like, it's just you do this all the time anyway. It's just like it's a bit more serious. Make sure you're on it. Like, you know, choose whatever avenue you want. Feel what the vibes are.
Whatever avenue.
Make sure you just cause a bit of chaos with them and distract them.
Whatever avenue caused chaos.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is an enhanced ability for your charisma. So you have advantage on all charisma checks.
Avenue caused chaos.
Yeah.
What have you done, you fool?
Balrick and I will go and basically, Balrick, you tie up the driver. I will try and knock out the other scale guard that's on the back. If not, just I don't know how you want to deal with like knocking someone out, Gethin, in terms of like choking them out or something like that, or just I can just smack them with a mace in the back of the head.
We'll figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out on the fly. So Arquen, you see Balrick send up pass down the signal towards you, so you're aware that the carts are coming. The carts kind of deviate up. You've set it up just enough to essentially make sure they go up this road. You assumed they would, but you just like set up enough subtle things here and there to push them up this road.
I've got Koramar on one of the roads with like a wagon without a wheel. My wagon's broken down. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And so they kind of deviate up into here. Kind of gets a bit narrow. You see the guy up front like just moving traffic out the way.
Yeah.
The guy on the horse gets to the cross junction, like checks either way, rides the horse out, and begins motioning the wagons through. You see at this moment the guy on the horse, aware that this like is a tight cross section, takes like one side and begins to like stay on the cross section to make sure that no one's coming down from that road. I would like one of you to make a luck check to see whether this is the side that Aderyn is or not.
I'll do it.
I mean, Aderyn should really.
Yeah, Aderyn.
Yeah, roll a luck check. Are you going to have to crash into a guy?
Is it just a normal?
Just roll a d20.
I was going to say, can I cast Bless on the three of us?
You can cast Bless on the three of you, that's fine. It won't affect the luck check.
That is an 18.
An 18 is in your favour, so he does take the side that you haven't planned for Aderyn to come from. I believe you are planning on Aderyn coming from the right-hand side, so you can deviate off left. Is that correct?
So if this is the way they're going, we're going to come from the left. From the right.
We're going to go towards the Warrens. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
So he takes the Warrens side. You think almost like perceptually, just like I'm just going to stand on the side of the Warrens in case anyone's fucking up over this side. Just like he's just motioning the carts through. You see like first cart go rolling through. You see the symbol of the Agricultural Commission, that kind of golden road through wheat fields. Symbol passing through. Next one comes through. Third one comes through. You notice at this point they're like, it's a bit interesting. You notice that it is scale guard on here. You see that every other one has an additional scale guard on, almost like they are not necessarily expecting trouble, but like just generally there's more of a presence around. Which does kind of confirm to you that like maybe this is heading to the campaign. It's a little bit more heavy guard to make sure it gets to where they want it to go. Fourth one rolls through. Fifth one rolls through. At this point, Balrick, you've noticed that there is 6 rolling through. What do you want to do?
I think. By the way, are roofs on this side high or low?
Relatively high, like 2-story buildings.
I don't think I could jump off a 2-story building safely.
2-story building would be a 20-foot fall, with the roof 25.
Are there any convenient scaffoldings?
I mean, you can use your.
Even
Your
flashback one in.
Me and Arquen might just be. Oh, man.
I mean, I was just planning on
How does
being
it-
on one side of
can we
the
just-
where the
How
like,
does the flashback system work?
So basically, when a thing comes up that you kind of want to circumnavigate, or a problem, or just an idea comes to your head, you can just say that earlier today I did X to aid in this situation, to essentially change the scene in a way that's helpful to you.
Are there any limits on that? Any like sort of
Logical
uses?
limits.
Oh.
So uses is you each get one.
You each get one. Okay.
question. Command says you speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. That works on horses, presumably.
They need to
Does
be
it
able to
have
understand the
intelligence?
language that you're talking.
Doesn't say so.
This is the GM ruling.
I can't speak with animals if you want me to.
Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. The spell is now effective. The target is
It
undead. It doesn't understand your language, or the command is directly harmful
It's
to
literally
it.
the third
Oh, it doesn't.
sentence.
It doesn't say in the one I've got, which is the on the is that 5e or 2024 rules?
5e actually includes the need to be able to understand the language because that makes sense.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's magic
It's
and
a
enchantment
first
around
level
the word
spell.
that something has to understand.
I'll cast speak with animals if you want me to.
You can do whatever you want.
Cool. I'll cast speak with animals.
So noblesse.
Speak with animals is in concentration. Is in
Speaking of
concentration.
animals isn't concentration to your
Oh,
final.
is it not?
Yep.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay, so
So-
you are yelling a command. I will say each of these wagons is pulled by 2 horses because it's a wagon.
I'm not yelling a command. I was just clarifying that rule with you. Yeah. So we've got the wagon approaching.
Yep. What do you want to do?
I suppose we've kind of got to wait for the wagons to roll through, and also the 2 guards. Are there 2 guards on the one we're trying to take?
Roll me a luck check.
Okay. Nat 20.
No, 20. No, there is 1 guard on the one you want. There's a driver and a guard.
All right, sick. So I think we just kind of have to roll
I think so. Me and
wagon into
Arquen,
the
like,
road.
where are me and Arquen? Let's visualize this.
I was going to basically on either side of the road, so that we can both run up either sides of the footpath
Yeah.
and whatnot.
What we haven't planned. We're not going to discuss it because we haven't planned for Horse Guy. We'll discuss it with current plan.
We've got some options. But also, Horse Guy will be presumably behind the wagon, the cart.
One of us is on Horse
the
Guy
other
side. That's all. One of us is on that side.
What are you doing? Stop planning. Act.
Wagons roll. Aderyn,
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, you can be on Aderyn's side. Thing. I'm on the side of the Horse Guy. So
Cool.
you would be signaling.
I would like to drive my wagon to block another wagon. Like I'm just gonna pick another wagon and
The last
It's
wagon.
got to be the second.
The last
Like,
wagon.
you block so that the last one.
Aderyn, please make me
We discussed
a
this 4 times.
please make me a land vehicles check.
Yeah, we also
I speak.
definitely
I
when going
speak
through
the
this plan,
horse. Like,
created a written test for Aderyn to do, and Aderyn was like, "Yeah, I understand the plan."
It
I-
is a
can I speak to
dexterity
our
check,
horse?
assuming you're not proficient in land vehicles.
that is a 5.
Okay, so Aderyn is a little eager and actually goes for the penultimate wagon. At one point, Aderyn was a little distracted and wasn't counting. She heard maybe half a dozen, thinks this is 6, and goes for it. So suddenly, as the 5th wagon is rolling into the intersection, there is another wagon coming in from the right-hand side. Aderyn, what are you shouting and yelling as this happens?
that's point.
Your horse! just had a go at my horse. Did anybody else see this? No. Where is your horse license? You cannot be driving wagons if you cannot control your horses. Look at my poor horse, terrified.
It's a donkey.
Make me a deception check. This has halted these two wagons, and the Stormcrest, sorry, not the Stormcrest, the Scale Guard who was on the horse is now like turning around and like bringing his horse around into this kerfuffle.
Actually, yell in my horse's head so that my horse looks terrified.
Sure.
Did I look at Arquen and go like, shall we move to the back, sort of a... See if we could
we go for the back.
Yeah.
19.
So you start making this noise. The driver of the other one's like, the hell are you talking about? You came running. We've got this intersection here. And just starts a full-on like shouting match between the two of you, locking down this intersection right now.
Does it mean that the people on the penultimate wagon are looking like ahead of them?
Yes, they are looking into the accident, like, but they're really like kind of blocked by the wagon front, so they're just kind of like looking around the wagon like this.
Yeah.
So can we could subtly, us two subtly simultaneously walk down towards the other one.
Yep.
Just very casually, hands in pockets, sort of.
Make me charisma stealth checks.
Oh, who are you?
I'm great at those.
I'm going to stealth aspect if I don't lose my dice. Jesus Christ, where's it gone? There we go.
It rolled a stealth
Using
check.
Stealth charisma. What's stealth charisma?
You replace dex with charisma.
Cool.
Other than that,
for you,
proficiency,
worse for me.
etc. applies.
Better for you, worse for me.
23.
23. You are part of the crowd.
14.
14.
You're a bit tall for part of the crowd.
If it would be a 21 if it was actual stealth. Can I just roll actual stealth?
No, hold on. How is it 21 but 14? You're not subtracting that much from dex to charisma, are you?
Hang on. I subtract 7. I go from a 5 to a -2.
Incredible.
And you've been hiding in some hay.
Unfortunately, I did roll a nat 20 for their perception check.
They're on alert.
So like they're just like, oh, this is weird. And they're just like, and you see the two of them like turn and see the very large head, taller than the rest of the crowd, Goliath walking down the street, and they're just
staring dead at them in the eye.
Yeah, and they just kind of like lock eyes with you. What that does do is take both of their eyes completely off Arquen in that moment.
I've got 2 attacks, so I would like to hop up on the back of the board. Can I grab the back of the helmet of the Scale Guard, wrench it off, and just whack him?
As Arquen's doing that simultaneously with it,
yep.
I don't know how to like flavour this, but I want to cast silence. So sorry, you won't get any enhanced ability. But I want to cast silence on their truck so that we can like silently take them out.
Okay. What does silence look like for you, if you can figure that out, while Arquen is rolling some attack rolls for me?
Alright. I'm hidden from stealth, aren't I?
Hidden from stealth?
Surprise.
Yes, you do get advantage on this too.
Excellent. That takes it from a 17 to a natural 20 on the first one.
Okay. We will use your mace damage for this.
Yep. I am.
Even though I think I almost wonder whether you're just like ramming his head into the back of the wagon, but I think that applies.
Yeah.
Crit.
I try and wrench his helmet off, and it just goes.
Yeah. I just realised I don't have guard stat blocked up, so give me a second. Tell me the damage when you have it.
D4 as well. I will use a first level, so that is 9, 18, 24, 29 damage.
Well, guards have 11 hit points, so
just like
I assume you are going non-lethal on this. I don't know with Arquen sometimes with the Empire, so I thought I'd check. But yeah, and you just throw him off in one fell motion.
No.
Throw him off the cart.
I'm throwing him into the back of the cart.
The cart is like a fully
covered
wooden
wagon.
sealed thing, so it doesn't have like an open thing for you to throw him in.
Okay.
You can just dump him in the footwell.
Yeah, just like down there. And the second guy is he just like a driver? Like,
well, the guy and the driver. So you jump up onto the guard who's like going down to like grab his spear to like point at Balrick.
Yeah.
But you hear no noise in that motion as you see Balrick doing what to make a silence.
you just go.
Actually doing magic.
Actually doing magic. This is the first time it's actual magic.
It's just like a
view of these.
It's a dad hush. It's a shh.
Yeah.
Like a really aggressive.
In the view of all of
I
these
would like you
guards.
to roll a sleight of hand check to see whether this is recognised as magic.
That's a 19 on the dice.
19. Within the crowd, it is
19 plus 5, so 24.
okay. Yeah, it is.
It's not a complete silence. It's like forest silence. It's like suddenly in that aura, it's like the sound of falling leaves and like a hush in a forest sort of.
Yeah. So it's just a very dull throw him on the ground. The guy beside you the driver doesn't even notice. And like as he goes to turn around to like get the scale guard and point at Balrick, he just sees you there with your fist.
But yeah, I just go basically just knock him out.
Maybe attack roll.
Ooh, that takes it from with advantage. Takes him from a 5 to a 21.
That hits. He is a commoner, basically.
Yeah. Sorry. For a total of 8 damage. Again, non-lethal.
Yeah. He does begin in that moment. You hit him, like your momentum hits him, and he begins to like fall out of the car, and you have to like grab and just like yank him back in.
We've got nowhere to put the bodies, right?
Yeah, they're currently in the footwell, which means like your knees will be like up here.
Can I?
No, I was going to say I could have used. Can I use my flashback to have prepared 2 barrels on the side of the road? Very
Barrels?
quickly for us to just like sort of drunkenly or like a bench or something.
Yeah.
What should we
Their
put?
feet still sticking out the top.
Assassin's Creed 1 style, where you put two stuff, you put him on the bench and just like.
I cleared a bench before, like
Yeah.
put them,
I lie
around
them. I lie them next to each other and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
We just very
Perfect use of that.
smoothly-
I take the helmet and the cloak off the scale guard and wrap it around me.
Done. You now have a scale guard helm.
Yeah. And now I would
At
like
this
to.
point, we'll jump forward to the current intersection. Aderyn! You've got this like scale guard captain come over. It's like, all right, you need to get out of the way right now. We got to get this convoy moving.
Oh my god! Ah, my heart! No, it's the nerves! Ah! I'm going to collapse in the middle of the road.
Make me a performance check.
Aderyn goes for the old tried and tested. Oh my heart!
Because this is happening simultaneously, can she have the advantage for this from enhanceability? Because this is like just before the silence happens.
Well, you said the silence happened in the past.
Rolled above a 10. Yeah, sure.
So, advantage on this, and then it's gone. I want this to work so bad.
Where you are?
Who like they jump off the cart to like try and help her. The guy on the horse is just like he starts pointing at some commoners. You lot move this cart off the road while we help this woman here, so we can just do it. And like a couple of people start to like move your wagon out of the way, and then they're like on the floor.
Can we?
Please instruct my horse. Do not move. Do not be moved.
Can we, as the cart is being moved, basically push it so ours goes like parallel to it down the road, so it's like it's always on the other side of the cart.
Currently, you're in a logjam because currently the cart, wagon 5 is in the intersection. You're behind it, and then Aderyn's cart is here.
I think we're waiting, but her cart's being pushed towards the Warrens, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, they're assuming that was the direction she was going, so they're going to move it in that direction.
That means Horse Guy has moved out of that gap.
Yeah, Horse Guy's now in the intersection, essentially trying to check on Aderyn. He is going to roll a medicine check on you. Roll a 6. He's like, we need to get her to. Does anyone know the apothecary that's near here? We need to get her over there. It's like,
how handsome is he?
8 out of 10.
That's good. That's high.
Right. They began so I mean CPR. I don't think CPR's been invented at this point. People rely on healing.
So they're
magic.
just like fanning her.
Yeah, fanning her and trying to gently lift her and move her out of the road, rather than being on the cobbles, be on the pavement. What are you guys doing at the back as all of this fiasco is happening? You just waiting?
We can't get the wagon past these, can we?
Not at the minute, until Aderyn's charade is dealt with. But at the minute, you two are sitting in the car as a driver and a scale guard.
If you try and get him to rush it, maybe we can sneak to the left anyway at the end, you know?
Well, I was going to think about just running up and slapping one of the horses on the arse from the, and just saying, run!
I have also obviously dropped silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yell forward to get them to rush. They might have to try and rush off, and then we can just off the side. Or do you want to not draw attention?
I'd prefer not to draw attention. So I suppose we're waiting to seeing if there's an opportune moment.
Okay. As you wait,
I'll take a moment to adjust my outfit.
Make me.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass you my smoke bomb and say, look, I've got a spares. Yeah. You have this just in case you need it.
Yeah.
One of us can do it.
Arquen, make me a quick charisma check. Just
21.
Cool. You kind of get your disguise set already. You don't look anything like the guy you knocked out, but you're hoping that elite with the cloak and helmet, people aren't going to look too close. As you sort that out.
I hunch down to be the right height.
Eventually, the way is cleared. There is a bit of hesitation on Wagon 5 as to whether it should proceed, because the guy who's escorting the convoy is still trying to care after Aderyn. What
can I sort of get moving? I got places to be.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yes. 22.
22. The guys that are on that wagon just alright. She's struggling. She's down unconscious. You can catch up. He's got the horse. Goads on, the horse is pulling his wagon, and Wagon 5 begins to roll up, clearing the way for you up ahead.
All right, let's take it real.
We're gonna move forward, take it real calm, real slow, and then as we get to the intersection, start eke left instead.
Cool. What are you doing to make sure no one notices it?
Pass without trace.
Pass without trace.
Pass without trace. Is Aderyn doing anything?
Is she actually even more dramatic?
Yeah, I'm screaming out please, no, I can't go not without my horse. Please, somebody check on my horse.
Don't distract them.
Okay.
Don't make them look. Okay.
Aderyn, another performance check, please. This performance check may grant advantage on this roll.
I was going to say, can I cast command on the guy's horse and make it run basically which way is it facing? Is it facing towards the Warrens, away from the Warrens?
Away from the Warrens, the horse is facing, because he had to ride it into the intersection.
Cool. In which case, I want to shout, run to the horse.
Okay, horse will make a wisdom saving throw.
Down the. Yep.
Give me a second. Just go find a horse stat block.
My action as part of Pass Without Trace was going to be, as we get near Aderyn's wagon, I want to quite quickly lean over and grab the tarp that we've already mentioned would have been in it, and try and flick it over the top.
Yeah.
In a very smooth and deft motion.
What is your DC, Hugh?
15.
11. So the horse just starts taking off. He's like, quack, and he goes running after the horse, abandoning Aderyn. Aderyn, what was your roll?
Well, I rolled a 2 for a total of 9.
Total of 9. Fortunately, backup solution does provide enough of a distraction. You don't have advantage on this roll for the wagon, but they have disadvantage on the perception check because of the command. So
can I give advantage? No, I was going to say I'm also proficient in land vehicles.
This is more about how discreet a wagon itself is.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a flat D20 check, but with the pass without trace bonus.
Yeah, I'm just the flavour of that is leaned over and grabbing the tarp out of that.
Love it.
Just
you
drive
rolling?
casual. Drive
rolling?
casual.
So,
You roll, you're driving.
I've rolled perception at disadvantage to give you the DC. I have rolled very well. The two
want me to
dice
roll?
rolls were a 19 and a
I can roll.
17. And
+10,
the
we've got a +10.
sorry, I'm just getting a guard captain's perception. So that is a total of 21 to beat. You need an 11
It's a
or higher
50-50.
on this die.
50-50. That is a 12. Nice.
You see him look up, and in that moment, the tarp goes over disguising the Agricultural Commission symbols. He can see the commission wagons like rolling up the way that he's going.
Oh,
He's
they're
like,
gone already.
he grabs a guard, like, oh, they're still going. He runs off to get his horse, and you start taking the wagon off, leading it off into the Warrens eventually, and up to your disguising point, where you find Finian waiting for you at like the warehouse to store the thing in for now. He's just like, get in, come on. Roll it in. The doors shut
Before we
behind.
finish that, what happens to Aderyn in the intersection?
Aderyn,
Yeah.
what happens to you in the intersection?
You're screaming on the floor, but then the guys are running off. You've just been left alone.
I'm going to get up and like kind of like, and then just kind of look around and be like, nobody's nice, nobody's a gentleman. Fine, I'm grabbing my horses and my cart and I'm gonna go my own way.
How's a girl meant to meet a man in this city nowadays?
Perfect.
You can't
try and organise
an
a meet-
intersection during a military convoy. When can you?
Finian rolls you in. Eventually, Coromar joins you back up after doing his stuff on the heist. He's like, you guys made a lot of noise. Well, one of you did anyway. Where is Aderyn?
Oh,
She'll make her way.
No,
Should be
well, excellent job, lads. We'll take this out later tonight to probably Bluff side. I think is the one that needs it at the minute. We'll just start distributing it out. Feels good to help some people sometimes, doesn't it?
I'd like to help if that's all right. You know?
Yeah,
I've got
yeah,
nothing on
please.
tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, please. More hands, the quicker we can distribute it, and then no one's going to notice. We can jump to that evening where you are just over in Bluffside, one of the slums on the outskirts of the city. It is kind of packed here. It is not a pleasant place to be, but it is just where a lot of people are kind of ept people who don't really have anywhere else to go. Sorry, I'm just double checking something. Can't find it. And like you're there with Finian, with Coromar and Galhana, kind of just distributing this stuff out. She just kind of turns, just mid conversation, just like, heard you guys were quite effective. And to be honest, managed to pick out some pretty choice pieces. I appreciate the help. And she's like handing out
Thank
some
you.
bread loaves and stuff.
I bet it was blind luck.
Sometimes
But-
blind luck is fortunate.
What you
nowadays.
need.
Exactly.
I don't want a resistance fighter who's good. I want one that's lucky.
Speak of someone who understands it.
I guess I'll just kind of make some small talk. Just like, yeah, so how did you get into this?
Oh. One day, I spent most of my life watching over the Eternal Song out of the Basilica. Grew up as in the priesthood, believing in the dragoness and everything. And then one night can change everything and leave a stain on an entire city. I
I know which night you mean.
was doing my duty at the song that night, away from my family, when it all happened, and I could hear the shouts and screams from the tower. And when I returned to my home, the door had been ripped off its hinges and everyone I knew had been taken. Since that day, it's remarkably easy to see how centuries of faith can be broken in a single moment.
You have my sympathies. Even if you don't want.
Sympathies help in the early times, but now I've, with a few more centuries, understand that action is what's needed. We need to change things and get some justice for those who were done wrong. Tell you what, Koromar, come up here. I've got a conversation now for the three of you. Two of you, even, sorry. We're getting... I feel like we can get quite ambitious now. There's enough of us, and with Arquen here and his compatriots, we've got enough talent that we can achieve some pretty significant things. The problem is, doing that brings attention. And, well, attention brings trouble. And we don't need that. At least not yet. We've still got more groundwork to lay. So, the way I see it, especially since Arquen, you commented that Koromar and co were a bit too easy to follow, back to one of our meeting points, we could do with being able to move around and escape a bit more ease. Now, none of you are originally from here, but below the city is an extensive kind of warren, catacomb network of sewers and previous foundations from before the city was Andermon. And these were all kind of maintained and looked after by various custodians in the city. If we can get hold of a set of keys to the sewers of the city, give us pretty free reign to move around it, get to where we need to go, disappear when we need to. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good plan. Who would have these keys?
Koromar points was like, well, I mean, should be fairly easy. Just go bribe, talk to one of the sewer workers, steal the keys off him. Could be too hard. They all need a bit of money. Everyone does. Get up in Gahan and then turns up and says, well, that's all well and good, but as far as I understand it, the individual sewer workers are only given a handful of keys to their portion of the city. They don't have the entire network because they don't need
Probably
it.
by design.
Yes.
One person being able to get through any set of, anywhere in the city through the sewer is probably a bad idea.
Exactly, which is why it's a good idea for us.
Yeah.
Plus, if we then steal an individual's keys, that person is going to get in trouble. And look, we're not here to incriminate the common man.
And the fewer people we can have, can link back to us.
Yeah. What I have heard through the grapevine and through various contacts that shall remain nameless for their interests is there is a complete master set that's kept in the Grand Forum within the governmental offices. We can get a copy of those. I wouldn't say steal the whole thing. That's going to cause suspicion and they'll just change the locks. But we can get a copy of them. Entire network's ours. Going to require some planning. What do you think?
I like it.
Corona's like, if Arquen's in, sorry, Arquen.
Yeah. You got it.
I'm still getting used to her, and sorry, man. If he's in, I'm there.
Now, what you do have is two very distinctive, very large men here. It's going to take something very specific for us to be able to sneak around a government office.
True. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm about to engage in some dealings with the chain. Not, more I'm going to be... I'm being a gladiator for a night. For some... I'm wondering whether there's anything I can do to ingratiate myself and maybe get some kind of reward for that they might be able to help. I'm assuming the chain have fingers in all their pies.
They're everywhere. We do our best to try and avoid them, to be honest.
Yeah. And again, it is a another group.
So when's this fight night?
It's in
2 nights.
2 days. 2 nights.
It's not tomorrow night. It's the night after.
Yeah, 2 nights. It's over by location.
Now, we can discuss this, but my thought was going to be to try and do the heist that night, with everyone distracted by the Stormcrest departure the next day. That evening, you're probably going to have everyone's minds elsewhere rather than just looking after some governmental office buildings that are related to sewers.
Do
you know roughly when you're expecting? I mean, we can do this in the dead of night. We can potentially do it after.
I think the dead of night would probably be best idea.
Oh yeah, dead of night's definitely happening, but it just depends.
Yeah.
How late in the evening after you've got Coromar turns you beaten up? Like, exactly, Coromar.
I will be I'll try and keep myself unbeaten up and fresh for everything coming. But
do you think you can meet at midnight in the safe house in the lower city? At this point, like, obviously you know of various like safe houses they've got around the city, so
yeah, I reckon.
It's not going to be easy. I mean, Heartward's going to be pretty locked down during that period, especially with family in town. But we'll have to come up with some ideas tomorrow as to how we want to do it. We've got a day. We've got a day to plan.
Yeah. I'm wondering whether anybody from this office will be in attendance.
I can see if I can get some names and descriptions.
Yeah.
You can try and spot some people. Maybe see what you can get.
If I were a worker at the municipal sewer, an office worker for the municipal sewer, offices, I reckon I'd want to let off some steam and watch some blood sport.
It's possible. Maybe you can hijack something off them. Keys, identity, something. Don't know. I'll see what I can find out. I'll let you know ahead of the time.
All right.
And then we'll go from there. Cool. All right. Well, at this point, like a few more people come up. Right, let's get the rest of this food handed out. There's a few more bags of grain and rice to pile out and get this wagon back to where we need it to be. We should probably actually pry that symbol off. We'll sort it out later.
Frisbee into the
hits into the cliffside, it shatters. And as you roll the wagon back into town the next morning, because gates to the city got shut, there is a good place for us to take a break. And we'll pick up the story in a little bit. And welcome back. We will pick right up 2 days later. Any planning that you have done for the heist, we will once again do in a Blades in the Dark style flashback methodology. So if and when we get to that, don't worry about that. It's all been done through the magic of editing. So we will pick up with you all, including Lesley, I will say. But I question whether Derek is coming to Fight Night.
Probably not a great idea.
Balrick? Is Derek attending a illegal fighting ring? What was that?
Derek's at the beach.
Derek's at the beach.
Derek and Lesley are on a summer retreat.
Cool. So the five of you, are wandering through the Warrens to the warehouse you were directed to, that the invitation 3 of you were given, directed you to, which is billed as a workman's social club. In a typical, for everyone here who has lived in Swansea, you know the social club I'm talking about on Wine Street. That's the front. Every so often as you're approaching, you can see because you kind of hold back and just get out of it. You can see people arrive in drips and drabs to attend. Most wearing raincoats and the like, as it is coming down with a steady drizzle essentially tonight. Which, to be honest, helps a lot of people remain a little incognito as to what they're doing, especially here in the Warrens. But yes, you are wandering through town, the rain splashing off the cobble streets and the mud of the Warrens, coming off leaky gutters and the like above. What would you like to do?
Before we go anywhere, I want to go into my component patch, pull out some little strips of white cloth, almost bandage-like material, and just grab Arquen and Ximori and wrap it around our. Yeah, I'm just gonna give me your arm now.
Okay.
Wrap almost a makeshift bandage around each of our arms.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a symbol. It's a little tight knot on it. Don't matter which one of us wins, but one of us will win. Right?
I mean, it's gonna be me, but yeah.
We're going there together, right? It's good to fight alongside you. And I cast aid on all of us.
So everyone gets 5.
5 extra ones. The component of which is a tiny strip of white cloth. So
Yeah, I was about to cast it on us, but
you cannot be affected by the same spell twice.
I know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I have
Think we
told
do
everyone who
103.
wants to know what the plan is for tonight as well. Is that I'm fine and then I'm going.
I'll come with you, Ximori. Obviously, you don't have to.
I mean, now I'm here for
Yeah.
to the end, and the less I know about what you guys are doing, the better.
That's fair. I'm with you.
Anyway, let's go get some good seats for everyone else.
Yeah.
Cool.
Help me with
So
my makeup.
I assume Aderyn and Tauri have come along with for a night of nothing else, gambling. Entering into this workman's club, you can see the tavern itself is pretty empty. There's 1 or 2 salty, blue collar worker types sitting nursing pints at taverns here and tables here and there, and a bald-headed, very patchy bearded human bartender just cleaning out some very dirty glasses.
I'd like to
Your bag.
I'd like to sort of stroll my way up to the bar and sort of lean against it, and sort of give him a nod, sort of have a look around and say, looks like a good place for a quiet night.
Alright, pretty good one.
Know somewhere I can get a good seat?
This way.
Wink, wink.
He kind of leads you around the bar to a back room through just a black painted door, which you then see a corridor open up behind. Those of you with good perception can just hear like the murmur of conversation, faint kind of like flickering light coming from the other end of this corridor. Have a pleasant evening.
I'm glad you went and spoke to him. I was just going to say I was told to tell you about a quiet night. It's good.
I know. Sometimes you got to tell me in their heads.
I just it's cities, man. It's
Would have
cities.
just said, quiet night.
Yeah. Speaking to people, it's not my thing. Glad you're here.
You leave it to us.
As you wander down the corridor, eventually it opens up into a warehouse that essentially backs on to this workman's bar. Inside, you can see it's plenty busy. A fair number of people milling about. To one side, you can see a full bar, fully stocked up like you would expect, and a veranda that looks down upon a large kind of cage pit. I would like the three who are interested in the cage pit specifically to roll me perception checks to try and see through the crowd.
Ooh.
Perception. Oh dear, I'm way too excited for this. That is a 12.
That's a 13 plus 8 for 21.
Balrick?
Again, sorry. I was on that again. 1 minute.
Perception check.
Perception check. I think I have a +8.
Something like that.
No, that's a bit too much. No, that's my investigation. I think it's +6. 3 + 3, I think.
Tell you, based on your passive.
22.
22. Yeah, the two of you keen-eyed ones, while Ximori's kind of taking in the wall of noise, are able to like see through the crowds into the pit. The pit is like slightly below the level you're on, and as I say, there's like a mezzanine veranda kind of above you that you think is like Ximori. I think you would know this. Like a lot of the warehouses around here, because of like them being like grain stores or that kind of stuff, often have like suspended walkways that hang down from the ceiling so people can like observe everything that's happening down underneath. And essentially this veranda is someone has like strapped a bunch of them together, removed half the safety rails and just bolted them up into the ceiling. So it's definitely safe for a large number of people.
Oh yeah, it's all fine. It's all fine.
But the two of you who are looking through the crowd do get a brief like kind of glancing into the pit, and you are fairly certain you can see a number of, let's say, obstacles, traps, hazards, just dotted in the pit. Essentially, think Robot Wars,
Dick.
where you're the robots.
Yeah.
It's not long, you kind of entering into this space before the tiefling that you met down in the Abulian Wharf at your last fight scene turns up, who you remember to be called Fan. He's like, oh, welcome. Glad you made it. I was notified of your presence. I'm glad you managed to get in perfectly fine. No one saw you come in at all, did it? Doesn't matter anyway. So there's 3 of you. There's 2 of you who are here not competing. It is a 5 gold entry fee for those non-competitors. That partially goes into our coordination of the event, into the prize fund for the event. Except, we've got the bar stocks and everything like that. We do have to recuperate our losses. This is a business transaction, after all. So if you have that 5 gold entry, the 2 of you, that would be appreciated.
I'll cover the both.
5 gold.
I'll cover you, don't worry. I'll cover the both of you.
Are we expecting any other members of your party to arrive? If you would like to pay up ahead, we can note them down.
Not that we're aware of.
Right.
Aderyn, by the way, Aderyn, here's 50 of your gold if you want to do some betting or anything.
Oh,
Because that's your money.
part of it.
Now, I will just briefly explain the proceedings of the evening to you all, just so you understand. Tonight's entertainment is a competition to find the most prolific fighter within the city. There are extra challenges that not many pit fighters are prepared for within the arena to add a level of intellectual technique to our bout, rather than just perseverance of pure size and strength. There are 8 competitors this evening. There will be 3 rounds of fights, head-to-head, as it were, each time, before eventually a final winner is decided in the final bout. Each competitor will be given 15 minutes between each of their fights, at least, to recover before they take to the battlefield again. Tend wounds, throw a stake on any bruises, drink some alcohol to numb the pain. Each to their own. There is a 1,000 gold pot to the winner of this evening, and possible employment to any compelling losers, shall we say. Does that all sound perfectly acceptable to the 3 of you?
Yeah, 1,000 gold. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
And we can, of course, presumably bet on results.
Yes, well, this is where the delicate matter comes in. To avoid the fighters being involved in any bribery or match fixing, they do need to be separated and put into a separate area before and then brought back into the place before their fight. The other 2 of you feel free to carouse, socialise, grab yourselves a drink, and place bets accordingly. Of course, if these fighters do wish to place any bets on themselves, they can coordinate with you ahead of time for their eventual victory in the fight. It's just not on a fight-by-fight basis or any of the prop bets that we can necessarily take those kind of odds on. Just a little bit above table for you both, for the 3 of you. I'm borrowing quick rests for this, so those 15-minute rests would be enough to gain to roll hit dice to regain hit points, but not gain any short rest abilities or any of the facts. So it's not a short rest, but it just allows you to regain hit points, essentially.
Tauri.
Spell.
Yes.
I wanted to...
Here's 50 gold. Put some bets on for me.
Just on you, or do you want to arrange?
Surprise me.
There was a spell from Grim Hollows as to whether I could take it or not.
What's
They're
that?
never beating the chip allegation.
Like, 2nd level.
Let me take a look. Can you just... I heard smile.
All right.
I did hear the
I just didn't pocket.
Wilting.
I'm your daughter.
So fighters can bet themselves.
They can bet on themselves to win the overall thing. That is the only bet that is acceptable
Yeah.
to fighters.
Presumably they can't bet against themselves.
Exactly,
I'm not betting.
you understand.
Not betting on myself to win. These 2 meat. But
Then can we bet to win, our individual bouts?
That wouldn't... You could potentially... There is nothing necessarily preventing you from having other people place those bets for you. You cannot place them yourselves. You will be kept separate from the various betting desks and the like.
Take another 50 of mine. 100 gold. Do what you like with it. Bet, drink, whatever you want.
Would you like me to bet on you?
Whatever you
Would
want.
that make you feel better?
Hugh,
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do it just for
to
me.
answer
I'm
your
saying.
question, I'm going to say no for now, if only because it's a sangromancy spell, and I would like that to come out narratively within the game.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, it is tag Sangromancy.
mechanically, I'm fine with it, but I just want sangromancy to be a thing. That's all.
Okay.
Actually, Balrick, are you sure this is going to be safe for Ximori?
Smite ability.
I think Ximori's been working on themselves and they've been in control.
But what if they, accidentally the tail comes out and the chain sees it and they recognize Ximori?
I'll turn to Ximori and go, Ximori, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
They're in control.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is good for Ximori.
I mean, this is going to be a good workout,
Aye, exactly. This is not a serious thing. It's not life and it's
Oh, can I use my meat hooks? I say, turning to...
That's an odd question. Weaponry is allowed, but nothing of that you would expect to see in a soldier's hands. Just stuff that you could expect to pick up as a worker or anything in the city.
Meat hook and
You want to
hatchet
keep a
is.
sense of gritty realism to the endeavours, as it were.
Meat hook and hatchet it is.
I got some knives.
Horrifying. But that's why
I think this will be good for Ximori.
That'll be-
This will be.
I'm sure you'll generate quite a lot of blood.
She's not trying to kill each other.
Yeah. Shield and mace.
Shield and mace, it's a rare aesthetic for a night such as these, but I'm certain it'll go down plenty. I'm sorry. Ask your question again, Stone Man.
She wouldn't go track each other.
That's a good name.
People know what they have signed up for in these bouts. The risk of death is definitely possible. It is not recommended to go out of your way to deliver such a blow on individuals. For other competitors might take it poorly and look to enact certain levels of revenge. At the end of the day, this is for entertainment, not for eliminating one's rivals.
Hey, we'll make it short.
Well, if there are no more questions at this moment, if the three of you... Oh!
No, I was just going to say, can I borrow 50 gold to bet on myself? You'll get it back because, yeah.
Alright.
Sick. Cheers.
That's nearly 10% of my gold that I've given out.
Well, if there are no further questions, if the three of you would like to come this way with me, I can take you to the fighters waiting room.
Yeah.
The other two of you, please do entertain yourselves. Please do grab a drink. The bar is well stocked. Trust me, we have certain clientele here this evening, so I guarantee you'll find pretty much anything you're wanting.
Amazing.
Have fun. Be sensible. Behave.
You be sensible. Behave.
Yeah, don't be too sensible.
It's gonna be a good night.
Okay.
Right.
Can I go find the bookies?
Sure. Just give me a second
Odds?
before we do that, because the bookies might take a short while just to finalise their placement in the room. Fan leads you off to a side door through another similar connecting tunnel between warehouses, essentially. And you feel like the sound of the hustle and bustle fade a little bit and become a bit more like centralising, like focusing as you head into a room. You're kind of open up, and inside you see three other fairly tough-looking brute types. Shensu just goes, some of your competitors have already arrived. We're still waiting on the last couple before the fight begins. Please do make comfortable. There is some water, wine, and ale to the side over there. If you have any specific requests when someone comes in to click someone fight, please do ask. I'm sure we can supply some stronger spirits if that's absolutely necessary. Bandages and the like will turn up as fights progress. Any final questions?
Can't wear my bronze armor, can I?
People do like to see a bit of the bare chest, a bit of the blood. So the shield, I think, is a nice aesthetic piece, and certainly will introduce a level of violence. But
I'll keep pieces of it that are more, my helmet, pauldrons, bare chest, of course. But
I'm glad you
bit of arm,
exactly what you're going for. I should also notice that for those of you of a certain persuasion, there is some amphoras of oil over there. Not necessary. We have had people in the past.
Absolutely.
Strip off. Balls out.
Balrick's never hasn't fought shirtless for a while. Even while
He's gonna go in wearing nothing but woad.
Yeah, right. We'll go shirtless, shall we?
The other ones in there are wearing like thick denim or like a leather jacket to like act as like a bit of protection. You guys just like.
Right, I'll oil you, you oil him, and you oil me.
Oil circle.
I don't fancy being oiled. I don't.
Fine, just you and me then, Ximori.
Whatever,
We will.
Can you get my back?
We will jump back to the main room though, with Tauri and Aderyn left alone in a busy room together.
So, you coming with me to the bookies? You got a lot of money on you.
Me?
What did you do with that?
You think I mean, yes, I have lots of money. I always have lots of money.
I know Balrick gave you a fair bit of money, as did Arquen, to bet on themselves.
Yeah, to be fair, he didn't specifically say on him, but wait, who are you betting on, Tauri? Are you betting, let me guess, You're betting on Ximori.
Well, I have money on Ximori's behalf to bet, so I plan on doing 2 separate bets for him with that.
2 separate bets for them. Interesting. Interesting. It's okay. I won't tell anybody. Your secret is safe with me.
Do we know who's fighting who yet, Gav?
Hold on, give me a second. You don't know the names. You don't recognise the names of the other 5 fighters.
No, but the matches.
What I am going to say here, because I like doing this sort of thing, there are 5 of you here, and there are 5 other fighters. So guess what? You're all going to name a fighter now. So take a moment to think about that while I answer Bryn's question.
No.
Sorry, what was yours, Hugh?
Crunch.
Just crunch. I'm going to say they are definitely an orc with a metal jaw.
There is Loquacious.
Loquacious Steve.
Loquacious Steve.
Can I have Bert and Ernie, who are a kobold and a goblin?
Yeah, they're down with that.
Big bird, they're just a really big Aarakocra.
And goblin.
Alright, well, that's 4.
In a coat. Hold on. Big bird. I need Loquacious Steve. What is Loquacious Steve? Give me vibes.
Ooh.
Big bird is a jacked Aarakocra.
Like, God, what's his face from the thought? Like foppish blonde hair. Like, oh, I'm doing this. I'm slamming it.
No, the question seems like, have anyone ever watched Full Metal Alchemist?
I have not, but it's
I
strong.
have. Oh, what, Alf? Yeah, what's his face? Yeah.
Massive blonde mustache.
A
Loquacious Steve is a mute bugbear.
Oh, so what I'm imagining is like Victorian strongman,
Yes.
Yeah,
but
Yes, who is
flamboyant.
entirely mute.
Yeah. He's got a tiny, tiny pince nez on the end of his nose, and he's reading like a book that's tiny in his hands, but it's like a novel.
a massive blonde mustache.
Okay,
He's
and
entirely mute.
I still need one more. We have 4.
Yeah. Sarah hasn't come up with them yet.
Glitterina.
Was that Glitterina?
Well, yeah, it can't be men. You sexist.
With a good G.
Was that-
Hey, Big
was
Bird is
that
gender ambiguous.
GGLI?
I heard
Yeah, we've got
Flutterina.
that. Yeah, Flutterina.
Flutterina.
What? Flutterina.
Flutterina.
I heard
You heard
Glitterina. Is it?
Glitterina, didn't you, Hugh? You heard Glitterina.
I'm imagining a fairy with like really tiny wings. Puff.
It's Dwayne. It's the whole like Dwayne the Rock Johnson in Tooth Fairy, but it's a
Yes.
woman. It's Rodney
Okay,
Rousey in Tooth Fairy.
30 seconds, Bella's whining, so I'm going to put her to bed. Right, Belle, let's go to bed.
Rodney Rousey.
For podcast listeners, Bella is a dog and not a person.
Either way, still Bryn's child.
Let's go.
Wonderful. We'll wait for Bryn to get back.
Can I ask? So, I've left the bow behind. I've left the staff behind. I've left my nice sword behind. Machete.
That sounds like a short sword to me.
Yeah, I've said. I know short swords are martial weapons, but I can see short swords working conceptually.
If it's a brutal, it's a machete, and the other knife. I've got one hunting knife, which I imagine is very much
Yeah, that's fine.
Crocodile Dundee. This is
No.
Yeah.
and then I've got in the boots. I do have the jade spike, but I probably won't use that.
Or do it when it's really,
Very emergency one.
do it very quickly and put it back away.
I have a fancy knife, a smaller, fancier knife from somewhere, and I can't.
Oh, mysteriously, incredibly fancy knife.
It's nowhere to be seen.
I've got the mace, the shield, and my ghost fire dagger that's in my belt.
So does that mean you have a 12 AC because you've got the?
I
Zero armor.
have a 13 AC because I'm wearing parts of my armor, and as per last session,
I'm allowed to say plus one.
yeah.
And yes, I've got a meat hook and one of my various hand axes.
I think we
I would
read
say
the
You lay them all out in front of you, like.
Yeah, this is basically a dagger.
Yeah.
Can it give me advantage on grapple checks?
Isn't a sickle a weapon?
If you hit with it. A sickle is a weapon.
Sickle is also a weapon.
I might rule in weird ways, but my brain immediately goes to it doesn't give you advantage on grapple checks, but it deals damage on grapple checks.
It's basically a fancy sickle.
It's a fancy sickle.
I'll put my arms around one of the opponents, just take them over to the next trap and just donk them down into it, then not onto the next one.
Yeah, there's a flame pit, there's an axle grinder, there's one that just flips them 10 feet in the air.
That one's the coolest one.
Fantastic.
There's no judge on the side holding a lance that can come in and go. And with a flamethrower.
There's a flamethrower that looks like it does a lot, but really is kind of useless.
Yeah, it only hurts the one that's pointlessly wearing fur to look like a ladybug.
On the other hand, the chainsaw in their ass is the chainsaw that turned up their ass.
This is a very large orcish woman with a chainsaw held between the butt cheeks. Like,
This is extremely UK content.
If you push someone into the pit, like that, nothing happens, and then like 3 seconds later, some pyrotechnics go off. It's like, oh.
Do want to ask.
There's one who's cheating because they're wearing a massive metal skirt to stop them falling in.
One of the competitors is dressed as cheese.
You have not been forgiven, Tornado. You know what you did.
Yeah.
Tornado's the worst. I'm a big razor for life.
Razor for life.
Razor for life. This is a Razor Stand podcast now.
Yes,
Anyway,
I know Pussycat 2 did defeat Razor one time, but
But they had the cheaty carbon steel blade.
Razor hold the best record, I believe.
I do also
didn't
like
Razor
Chaos.
get banned at some point? So Razor, you can't compete anymore.
It came back for the Razor came back for the revival.
Yeah, and then got its ass handed to it by Carbine.
Everything got his ass handed to it by
Carbine
Carbine.
is fucking terrifying.
Razor was older with time.
Anyway,
I love these side shots. Anyway, Bryn, Tauri has walked away with Aderyn to play some bets. We now have the competitors. I would like. I'm just going to go around the room. Hugh, to please roll me a d4.
okay. Whatcha? 2.
2. You are up against Loquacious Steve.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Loquacious. Continue around. Balrick.
He's so loquacious.
Before I do that, I've been trying to ask all throughout the Robot Wars
Sorry.
conversation. Is there a bathroom that Balrick can go to very quick?
There is, honestly, a curtain around like a drop straight into the sewer.
He's obviously not going to the toilet. He goes in and very quickly just. I don't want it to be dreamed. He doesn't do drugs, but it's just like something, you know.
Just a little bump. Just a little bump.
Medicinal fungus.
It's not drugs, it's just, specific fungi.
It's fungi.
It's not doing drugs, it's just a little bump.
Yeah, it's advanced supplementation.
Enhances his strength. He's going to have enhanced.
He's taking his greens powder.
Taking drugs.
That workout.
Clunch
He's filled with
and,
so many vitamins.
Crunch and Flutterina are in there, like injecting things into each other's asses. Like,
Bert and Ernie are just slapping each other inside a trench coat.
No, they're doing cocaine. Lime cocaine in the trench coat.
two of the fighters walk in and they're like, "You son of a bitch!"
Oh.
And like the shockwave, like.
Look, do I do Bear's Endurance, which is 2d6 temp HP, or something I didn't realise last strength, advantage on strength checks, and double carrying capacity? Which is already double. So it's like literally
Do remember
works
you
out.
have an espionage mission after this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it enhanced ability concentration though?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if I do the con checks and get the dates for 10 HP, but I think I'm going to go. I like this. I've already done it with strength checks. It's strength checks, ridiculous carrying capacity. What's the carrying capacity? That we can have? 350 or something?
Currently at 1,500.
1,500 pounds.
Hang on, where is it? Carrying capacity.
Mine's only.
Oh yeah, we're at drag push lift 960 pounds. Carrying capacity 480.
480. So
In the interests of time, and this not being relevant, what spells are you casting on yourself? And please roll me a d4.
I'm going to do enhance ability on myself. Strength. I don't care about the 10 HP as being able to lift people the fuck up. A 3.
A 3. You are up against Big Bird.
Right, chuck Big Bird.
Oh no, that bird's so buff.
Jackdass Aarakocra. You're up against someone who can fly, Balrick, so have fun with that. Ximori, I need you to roll a d3.
D3.
You're up against
That is a 3.
You're up against Flutterina.
Ximori's
Who can also fly, but at 5 feet per round.
Who can get 5 foot hover. Which means Crunch is up against Bert and Ernie.
Kind of remind you that Ximori can jump 40 feet.
So yes, to answer where this originally started, Bryn, to answer your question, the first rounds are listed. There are currently 2 bets being taken, as well as some bettors are taking essentially prop bets, like person to like use of traps and various things like that. You can bet on more specific things if you have any particular ideas. But you can see that Arquen is up against Loquacious Steve. You don't know anything about Loquacious Steve. Balrick is up against Big Bird. You know nothing about Big Bird. Ximori is up against Flutterina. You know nothing about Flutterina. And then there's Crunch versus Bert and Ernie, which sounds like an unfair matchup.
I think we know 2 things about Big Bird.
They're big and they're a bird.
Flutterina,
We know
I'm
one
gonna
thing
guess,
about the
is
equation
somebody
D.
who has wings as well, because flutter.
Could mean anything.
Just
But
really into betting.
The information that you do have is you can bet on eventual winner now at 1 to 3 odds. It'll become 1 to 2 in the next round as there's elimination, and then just a 50% gain, so a 1 to 1.5 on the final round. In a similar fashion, any one-on-one matchup, you can get a 50% markup on betting. So right now you can bet on an individual fight and get 50% gained if you win.
Will they let me bet 20 gold for all 3 of our 3 to win at better odds? All 3 have to win for the bet to come through.
Oh, as in you're doing a parlay on the first round.
I'm doing a compound bet,
Whatever
as it were,
yeah,
or
parlay.
whatever it is. Yeah.
An Acker. I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah.
We don't gamble or encourage gambling, so we don't know.
Please gamble safely.
Well,
Please gamble responsibly.
Well, don't.
Stay within your limits.
Just don't,
accumulator
maybe.
bet. That's the one I'm trying to do.
Aka.
By which you means don't gamble, not gamble responsibly.
Yes, you can. Essentially, how Akkers traditionally work is they roll into subsequent bets, so like bowling almost. So you would have 20 gold on 1. That would become 30, which would roll into the next, which would become 45, which would then roll into the next and become 67.5, Chris?
Wait, half of
45 hard is 22.5, added to 45 is 67.5. Yeah.
Can I go into the train and cast Shield of Faith on myself before the match?
I need you both to make stealth checks to do this, by the way.
Alright.
Cool, I'm going to do that. That's some more raised money.
Okay, hold on. That's...
I am writing it down on a whiteboard as well.
Yeah, whiteboards get erased over 2 weeks.
I mean, mine don't normally, and I'll take a photo.
Okay, thank you.
17.
20 billion.
They're not perceptive enough.
24.
Carry on. Okay,
I'm
so you've got
also
one
going
bet.
to bet 50 for Ximori to win.
To win, to be clear, because you can bet
To
on
win
both.
the entire thing.
To win the entire thing.
Sorry, 50 for Ximori to be champion. How does that
Yeah,
sound?
that helps.
Better clarify.
50 gold. This is a Tauri bet on Ori. Sure.
And then I'm also going to bet 50 for an acclimator as well.
Spin the whole thing. Just for this round.
You're doing 50 on the same thing that you did with Ximori's gold, yeah?
Yep.
Round 1, Akka. Can someone who's not me do the maths on what that would become if it came through.
I didn't hear what it was.
It's 50
checked out a
gold
long
and then
time
the
ago.
same 50% rolled in, 50% rolled in.
75 becomes 37.5, 112.5. And then the third one will be 56.25 added on. 168.75.
Thank you. Aderyn, any bets?
Yes. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
mean, you
take
don't just have to do it. You can do anything here. There's a bunch of people here, but I just assumed bet.
She's gonna take. How much is like a really good bottle of wine?
A fine bottle of wine goes for... Where are my prices?
Like 10
2
gold.
gold? 10 gold?
It's at least 5.
It's as expensive as you want it.
There it is.
It is
Fine
like
bottles
10
are 10 gold.
Okay. She will go spend. She'll buy a very fancy bottle of wine.
I'm saying you only have to buy one, the rest can be garbage. You know, once you've had one fine bottle.
And then Balrick gave her 100 gold.
And Arquen, no, did Arquen give
50.
your... Yeah, so I gave Arquen 50, who gave you the 50. You
It's a bet on me.
I have 150.
have 150 gold.
Excellent. She will bet 50 gold on Arquen. And then she'll have spent 10
To be
gold
clear,
on
Arquen
wine
to be champion or to win round 1?
To win round 1.
to win round 1. And then she will bet the remaining 90 on Balrick for this round.
So she puts 90 gold pieces on Balrick to win round 1.
It's gonna be really funny now if Balrick loses.
135 gold pieces back if Balrick wins.
Yeah.
So feel free to take all of that gold off character sheets because we do have the numbers down.
Never put it on.
Wonderful. Anything else the two of you would like to do in the main chamber while we are
Just
waiting
get
for the final
some
fighters to
good
arrive?
seats.
Of all I've spent.
Good seats. There's not a lot of seats. Does seem to be largely standing room. There's a few tables, which have
Okay,
already
at
become
least-
standing.
At, le-
I'm
That's fine.
oiling.
at least a table, so we've got something for the wine.
Yeah, there's a number of like especially like American sports bars which have like bar tables that come up to your like
Yeah,
ribs.
standing tables, yeah.
Standing tables, like those are everywhere.
Cool. We get one of those right as close as we can.
Cool. Can you two make me a perception check?
Could I shine my shield to a mirror shine?
Not to a mirror shine. You don't have that kind of level of polish. You get nice and
Perception,
shiny.
23.
I'll tell you that. But a mirror shine is. You're not
Okay,
Sigvald.
I want to be able to find like a light and go.
Cast light on your shield. You do not have cantrip. Half casters. Sorry. Tauri and Aderyn.
24.
11.
11. 24. Tauri, as you're kind of like wandering around trying to find space, you do notice like here and there, like you think you like kind of clock it about like 5 fairly burly looking types, some with like bits of armor plating, carrying weapons, wandering around, like shaking hands, talking to others, a few like patting them on the back. With a 21 you can like catch up with conversation, just like, you're looking good for tonight, got the money on you, just kind of wandering around the arena.
I'm not going to say anything or do anything, but keep it in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Kind of.
Some high rollers.
Yeah. Like, do they look like they are from around here, or are they more nobles
Out of
Down.
town.
Which-
roughing it, as it were?
Which ones, to be clear?
There were 2 groups, were there? Or there was...
So what I said is there seemed to be like you counted like 5 individuals who were walking around in like patches of armor, wielding like weapons, like fairly broad-shouldered, muscle-bounded types that other people were approaching, shaking hands with, and saying stuff like "Got money on you? You looking good for tonight? How are you feeling?" kind of thing.
Right, the people going up to them, my assumption would be that the people walking around are, either fighters or something along those lines.
Cool. Roll me an insight check.
Hold on, I just need to turn the lights up as well. Insight 24.
24. Looking at the types going up, a few of them seem pretty decently well dressed. You would assume, based on their demeanour, they're people who are quite comfortable here, and therefore you assume come to these things regularly, and therefore maybe recognise people here, recognise other fighters wandering around, and the like.
Cool.
Right.
Cool. As the evening progresses, the three of you chilling there, starting to get a little like the nerves is perhaps wrong because the three of you are very confident people, but just like that apprehension feeling setting in, just like you're starting to get a little restless emotion. The time's ticking by. There's not like a clock in here or anything like that to kind of keep track of time. It's like one of those little bit of like a liminal space almost, where you're in like this like confined room with some others and like
About to beat the shit out of each other.
yeah. You notice that still only 6 of you in the room. When you were warned told there were going to be 8 fighters. In the main chamber, there's a loud ding ding ding, and the kind of crowd hushes as an individual takes to the centre. You see it's a fan again, who wanders out into the pit like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming this evening. It is an absolute pleasure to once again put on a special fight night for the crowds here. As much as the lords and ladies, most of whom are in attendance, say that these things are barbaric, it's lovely to see such a great turnout as always. As described previously, we have our 8 competitors, I'm sure all of you are quite familiar with this, entertaining us tonight within this pit. Weapons will be drawn, blood will be shed, and eventually a victor will be crowned. We hope you all have a pleasant evening. Please do place your bets, please do grab your drinks, and we'll be having the first fight here in a moment. You can see like while this is going on, like 8 fighters are being patrolled around the centre ring, being like shown off to the overall crowd, the 2 of you. Roll me perception checks, you two.
$15.
Perception is 16.
16. 8 fighters. No one you recognise. Anyway, first up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight between... We have a fight between Crunch and Bert and Ernie. Now, would you all please gather to your seats, grab your coin purses if you haven't already made your bets, and let's enjoy this evening. 3 of you in this small walled box for fighters can hear a like roar off in the distance. And I would like, no, your passive insights in this will work.
I'm like getting the impression that these people that are sitting across from us are not in fact gladiators.
Well, unfortunately, none of you have particularly great passive insights. And so, like, you just say that like, you hear the roar, and it takes a beat before you go, hold on, we haven't seen any other fighters. And in that moment, the walls to this box just get collapsed and pulled away. And you hear, out in the dark of a now vast, more open space unlit, "It's good to see you again. With new friends, too. I was so disappointed in you last time. Your little instinct has slipped, it seems. But you remain as simple-minded as ever. Can't help but feel the pull of the fight feeling of the blood spill, the bones break, and scurrying back like a hound on a leash. Suddenly, a couple of torches light up in the room, and you see you revealing on a walkway suspended above from the ceiling, Norak. The scarred black dragonborn face hidden underneath a tattered black and grey cowl. Their underlight just catching in the flickering torchlight beneath their booth. You have always been a disappointment. A bad first draft. But I'm sure I can find use for you somewhere. Break 'em, boys. I'll piece together what's left. And I need the three of you to roll initiative.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You. I warned you.
5 or 3, it's 5, 15.
1,000 gold, sir.
Aderyn is going to be
Right.
so happy to be like, I told you so.
I'm so glad I said that I could black spike dagger in my boot.
Sorry, but
I'm so sad that I said that I took off my armour. Balrick has fought in the leather armour last.
Yeah, but now he looks hot.
Yeah, it's very bad. Very badly scarred all over.
In like a sexy way or in like a ew, you're deformed way?
there were subtle clues, that's all I'll say.
Go away.
I'll be curious whether anyone picked up on the subtle clues. They're very subtle.
I have no idea what I'm looking for, so
Oh, you don't. That's fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to... can I grab your initiatives and then I'll roll initiatives for myself? And by the way, I'm very conscious this combat probably doesn't finish this session, but we are where we are. Initiative, can I get Arquen's?
15.
15. Balrick?
Nothing.
19.
19. Ximori?
14.
14. Oh, and you
And
can
yes,
go...
I did pick up on them, Gethin.
Could you all jump over to Owlbear Rodeo while I roll initiatives as well? There is an Owlbear Rodeo.
Ooh, you got an Alberonian.
I can't believe you made us roll and see what the matchups were.
What? What are you complaining about, Chris? I'm unsure.
Like, this is who we're fighting.
I think
Also,
it's
you're not
hilarious
talking
that Gethin was like, yeah, all of you undressed to be all sexy boys in a fight first. Okay, now you're fucked.
Yeah, take all your clothes off. Right, there we go.
I mean, that means there's a big vat of oil for us to kick over as well.
So, to be clear, these ladders are like 20-foot high ladders, so they will take a fair amount of movement to climb, and that's how high the walkways are suspended.
One question for you, Gethin. This is hidden, isn't it? There's no witness.
Yes, you are in a separate warehouse somewhere else.
Alright.
Oh, awesome. That makes it a lot easier.
there any
Arquen
time,
being
like-
a metal wolf, Balrick,
Yep.
and Ximori are there.
I wish I had magic weapon.
Rip this asshole.
Right.
You asshole.
We can add people to the initiative when it's relevant. But having rolled a natural 18 for a total of 20, Norak does go first.
Good. I'll tell you that.
Can I be within 5 feet of the two of them?
I do apologise. I'm missing a very important piece of information that I don't remember off the top of my head, which is things that affect Ximori. Ximori, do you remember the words?
I do.
No.
I have them all written down.
Can you send them to me? Please.
No, don't refuse.
I
I'll
thought
tell
I'd
you
put-
why I managed to pick up on the clues you sent, Gethin.
Can you send them to me too?
Aderyn does know them.
Because Aderyn does know them, and I do have them written somewhere.
Sorry,
I just don't know
the
where.
last week.
Because for those of you who haven't picked up on it yet, the clues that Gethin was referring to was that the words have been said all through this evening.
Have
mean, quiet night. The key word to get to the fight is two of them. Hi! I'm your GM. I'm here to make your lives miserable. Norak starts in that moment by issuing stone blood. He only gets I'm only saying 2 words per free action, so that is.
And then he takes his action and bonus action to do the others.
And he will hold an action if anything happens, and then we'll use his bonus action to shout at one of the goons nearby, just like, kill the tall one, he's annoying, and is going to shoot a crossbow at Balrick.
I will provide defense. I will intervene.
That is a 15 to hit you, Balrick, with your armor off.
If I was wearing
I would like to give you a disadvantage.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Fighting style.
I give my fighting style.
Can you read it to me? That's fine, I'll re-roll it now, but I just want to familiarise myself.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Been the thing I've been doing all this time.
Protection.
I thought protection only applied to melee, that's why I was confused.
No, when a creature that is within 5 feet, you can take a reaction to oppose your shield if you hold. Yeah. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet, so it's the target.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the disadvantage rolled a 15 rather than the 12 plus modifiers, so it still does hit for 2 points of piercing damage. I rolled a 1 on the dice. You kind of throw it out of the way, but just like hits the muscle and is otherwise fine. Balrick, it is then your turn in response.
Can I shout something?
On your turn.
Yeah.
I'll go. Stay back here. I'm going to go after him, and I will. I will go. Do I disengage or do I just dash? I'm going to take the attack opportunity. I'm going to dash forward to try and get to Norak to try and shut him up.
Which direction? So to be clear, just to remind you, Norak is on a balcony that's at the level of the gantries as well, so you need to be able to get up.
Yeah. How tall is that?
They're 20 feet up in the air.
20 feet up.
20 feet up. Cool. They have things that I can climb on?
There are ladders either side of you that you can see that you can pull up on. There are crates.
Straight ahead.
There are crates and everything in the way. Yeah. Some of which are stacked on top of each other.
The balcony.
Yeah.
Is it like poles or anything? I have a climb speed, get them.
No, so all of these things are suspended from the ceiling, so there's nothing holding them up. They're suspended from the ceiling, but there are crates and boxes around there that you can potentially try and climb up and leap if you wanted to try that.
Okay. Damn, that's annoying. I think I'm going to rush forward and try to do the leaping.
Okay.
I just want to get as close as possible first. So, is it worth? Or is that too much of a risk? I might not be able to do it. No, it's just I need to be quicker. 1, 2. I'm going to take attack of opportunity.
Natural 20 as he wields essentially a warhammer and just cracks it into the back of your leg as you go flying.
I can't do nothing about that.
No bueno.
19 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you... you are thrown through the box and pushed 10 feet sideways as part of your movement. But you can then keep moving.
That's part of my movement?
Yeah, so the warhammer cracks you in the back and you stumble off over the side away from him. But you stay on your feet, to be clear. It's not problem.
It's fine. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Cool. Bonus action.
Bonus action. I'm going to lock on to Norak, and I'm going to Hunter's Quarry.
Got a Hunter's Quarry, Norak. Sorry, I can't do.
Sorry, nobody's disappearing.
Yes. Cool. You have hunted quarries. Norak, ending your turn, it is now the general lot, of which there are 10 of them, so this is going to be quick fun. Rushes into you, Arquen. Rushes into you. So it's there. You lot stay up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. So we'll start with the crossbow ones. There's 2 crossbow shots coming to you. There's 1 crossbow shot coming to Arquen, 1 to Ximori, and 2 to Balrick as Balrick rushes through.
Oh, I can move an extra. Sorry. I have a 35 foot speed, so I'm just moving 2 extra spaces.
The 2 crossbow shots to you, Balrick, only 1 will hit for 5 points of piercing damage. The one on Arquen is a 12 to hit. I can't remember what it is. It's 13. And on Ximori is a 6 to hit. So the crossbow shots fling off you. The 2 who are relatively close are just gonna like pick up like a heavy looking bag and just try to throw them at you. Trying to hit the 2 of you. Natural 1 on Arquen and a 15 on Ximori. Miss it. This one like full on hit you on the chest and you feel like it's been like thrown to like try and like knock you off balance, and it just like this like sandbag splits as you hold it and then out of the way, and then it's going to be 2 mace attacks against both of you. Arquen, that is a natural 18 and a natural 19 on the die. No crits.
Can't do nothing about that.
But then 14 points of bludgeoning damage to Arquen.
From 2 attacks.
Ximori, yeah, from 2 attacks. Ximori, an 18 and a 15.
18 hits.
Shield of Fate stays up.
Wonderful. And 5 points of bludgeoning damage to Ximori. That ends their turn. Arquen.
I will shout at Balrick. Silence us while we cover Balrick, Ximori's ears. And then this little point just here. But
where?
I don't know how to.
If you click on if you use the hotkey Q, you should get a pointer.
Right here.
Yeah.
Which should hit 3 of them.
You moonbeam.
I'd like to cast Moonbeam.
Moonbeam's a 5 foot radius, correct?
Yes, so yeah, like around that. So I guess I'm just like, oh, thank God, I thought I'd have to hold back.
There we go.
Bam!
10 foot radius there. If I'm right, they all need to make con saves now?
Yes.
Or is it the start of their turn?
When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a con save.
Wonderful.
And is it the end
Also makes a save when the spell's area moves into space.
Top left
and when
is a success. Top right is a failure with a net 1. And bottom is a 13, which I don't think is a success.
No, it's not. I used Ellie's Moonstone die, which is... Yeah, and that's 19 damage. A 10 and a 9.
Sorry. 19 damage was that?
19 damage. Just
In response to Arquen shouting for me to silence, I will thank you for reminding me I could put it on you, because I was aiming to grapple him and put it on him. But yeah, it could be mute the sound for him, can't it? To Morricone. Thank you very much.
Just to label each of these guys while we jump to Ximori's turn. Ximori, take your turn. I'm just labeling these guys up.
Sort of tunnel visioning in on seeing Norak here and not really noticing anything else that's happened around me.
Mm-hmm.
As I hear those first 2 words, I sort of look at him like, no, not again. Never again. And I'm going to take both of my, as I go into my rage, take both of my action, my attack, I'm going to drive 2 of my claws into my ears to deafen myself.
Go
Never
Ximori.
mind.
Seen in Bleach.
I mean, yeah, you can use your action to give yourself the permanent deafened condition, I guess.
To go into Draugshi form.
In this moment, you feel you have never felt this overwhelming hatred fill up within inside you that is both your own and Bast's bubbling up inside. The plates pierce through, your blood turning almost black as they pierce through your skin. The rest of you, Ximori, this Arquen this close, you can see the shadows in this room from the guttering torchlight just begin to coalesce around Ximori and just begin to extend that shadow and deepen it, and the shadows themselves, each one gaining a semblance of their own life, begin to reach out towards the tufts, trying to pummel his body.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. That's my action. As I just sort of stand there, bleeding shadow and darkness, and look up towards Norak, and where the eyes have been completely black before, now something almost sort of whitish purple is sort of spreading out from the center in a sort of cross shape, blossoming out from the center of my eyes as I just stare at Norak.
You see a flicker of fear settle into the hearts of all of these criminals that are here to kind of beat you up.
Is there a little falter in the words coming out of Norak's mouth as he realises something?
I'll tell you what, I'll see whether he actually sees the deafening moment is the key thing here. I don't think he does. I think he continues to say it for now, but he does see like that happen down there, and I think Balrick, you see that he gets a grin on his face, seeing the monster that he has created come out once more, almost confident in the knowledge that he's about to reclaim control of it.
It's fucked.
It is now the tough boss's turns. This one is going to fire. Oh, actually, before I forget, Norak did have a held action, which Balrick would have triggered by moving within range. Balrick, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a 19.
19. Norak kind of in that moment looks down at you and throws like a dart like in your direction to like get your attention, where he then locks eyes with you, which goes, I suggest you turn around and use that brutish strength to grapple your friends. And you're too focused at this point. It just slides straight off your brain.
Tried to suggest me.
He tried to suggest you. Anyway, tough bosses. One will rush into the gang up on Arquen. The other one sees that Ximori's turning into a mutant and decides to reach for his crossbow and fires 2 shots with his crossbow at a monster.
Doesn't it have the loading property?
Monster stat block, say fuck you. But I don't think that's going to hit. That's a 15 is the best one to hit Ximori.
Miss.
And 2 Warhammer shots on you, Arquen. One is a natural 2, the other one is a 23.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction for Get Down. To spend a point of inspiration, I just grab Arquen, shove him behind me.
Okay. Whoop. And you take instead 15 bludgeoning damage, halved accordingly. And technically, this stat block then has large or smaller creatures are pushed 10 feet away from you. You're half a demon right now. I'm going to override that.
Size is not really, determinable at the moment. It's kind of phasing in and out of reality.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Two of you are enjoying a fairly rough and ready fight where Bert and Ernie very quickly split up into two people, leaving the coat behind. This large orc with a metal chin is out there swinging around. Bert and Ernie, each one carrying...
Somehow there's 6 knives between them.
Yes, exactly.
6 knives.
There is always 3 knives in midair.
Yeah.
Between them, and they're just like throwing between. Crunch is just desperately trying to like get a hold of one, and, like pick one up and like rancor it into their mouth with the other one, and throws a knife to get the other one out.
Have you ever seen, what's his name? Eddie Hall versus 2 MMA fights.
Yes.
2 YouTubers, yeah.
Absolutely that.
Yes.
Big little thing. Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly that. We will then jump back to the.
Do them to get a roll to find anything?
Yeah, I say the two of you can use your action to roll insight checks to see whether you notice the. Huh?
They know where we went, so.
You know the
I
rough
got
direction.
19.
19?
I mean, all the 8 fighters, none of which were us.
Yeah, 14.
14.
Adryn's too busy pestering Tauri with questions. She's like drinking and she's like, so like Tauri, like it's pretty obvious for you, right? Like if you had to choose someone from our group, you would totally go with Ximori. Admit it. You just need to admit it.
Why would I date anyone from our group?
What do you mean? It's like a hypothetical, Tauri. Just like you two have been getting close. I see these things. I know.
Does that mean you're going to start dating Balrick because you're close to him?
No, it's a different type of close. God, Tauri, have you like never socialized?
Meanwhile,
Does socialised mean a different thing from where you're from?
That's the moment that it triggers for you, Tauri. That's the moment where you're like, hang on.
wait, where are they?
Speaking of closeness, they are very far away.
Back into the other warehouse. Norak's turn, looks down the insolent, looks over at the monster he's created, utters forth, night and quiet, which has fallen on deaf ears for you, Ximori. There are shouts and screams going on that are just blissful, ignorant silence for you.
To see if I noticed that.
You can roll me a perception check at disadvantage to that, because you're like facing the other way.
Because all Ximori is currently hearing is Bast going, kill, kill.
And like you feel your neck muscles like pulling you to look at Norak rather than the various people around you trying to kill you.
He leaps all the way across the onto the.
25.
1-5.
Oh, 1-5. I'd say 1-5. Not at this moment. You're too focused in on
I think I
Norak.
noticed that he's changed, so I'm very aware of
Oh,
that.
you can hear that. Yeah, you don't know the deafened moment. Norak, seeing you get this close, is just going to say, "Just stay back unless you wish to be melted," and just spits forward a line of acid towards you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's so close to that one then. It hit another dice and rolled off it. 21.
21. You see it coming a bit like whoosh, catches onto your arms and ribs. You take 6 points of acid damage from the kind of avoiding the blow slightly. And then he will once again shout towards one of the toughs here to shoot a crossbow bolt. Who's just like, kill the one that's coming for me, you moron! And one of them is going to shoot a crossbow at you, Balrick, for a 14 to hit you.
14 does not hit.
Does not hit. Love it. Yeah, in that moment, you just spin around, see the crossbow bolt coming, and just like step back momentarily as it whoosh, shoots across you before you can continue your momentum. It is then your turn.
I'm going to run up to this box, and I'm going to try and leap off the box for the balcony.
Okay, that's going to be a tough athletics check, but you can make the roll.
He's about 10 foot tall, so.
Yeah, I can reach.
There's a grading scale in my head. It's like how well up you get as well. So like,
I think I just need to get a hand on it because I've got a climb speed. So I'm pretty good at like scrambling up stuff. And I have advantage as well. Oh, I didn't need it. Can I get a nat 20? No, it's a 16 or a 19. So 19 plus athletic.
Yep.
I believe is a +5. It is a +5. 24.
24. 25 would have got you like full on like standing on the ledge. 24 gets you like both hands firmly like arms locked. You're already like halfway in the muscle up position at this point. So that is, how much did you move to get to the box?
I moved 10 feet to get to the box.
20-foot jump.
Cool.
So that is, what's your movement speed? 35.
I've got 5 more feet. I'm going to flip myself up next to him.
I would say that we can play Pythagorean a bit, so I would think it would still require your action to get up at that point.
Oh,
to dash that up.
Oh.
I mean, you still made like a 20-foot vertical leap.
You are just like, you're currently suspended there. You can dash to like fully climb up. You can do anything else you want.
I need to. I need to silence.
You can cast silence with your action while suspended there.
No, but I don't want to be suspended there. I don't have much of a bonus to use there. It's not around.
What do you do, bro?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm gonna grab I've been hit quite a lot. I'm gonna grab a potion from my belt.
Just, you go to one-hand it.
I feel like I would have. We were going to heal and stuff in there, so I would have had healing potions maybe with me.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Right. So I grab a potion. I'm going to swig a potion and then dash to flip myself up.
Cool.
So I will be next to him. Annoying.
Cool. He looks at you in that moment, and just like you can see still the acid like burning down the half part of his ruined face, where you can like see like claw. Now you're like up close to him again. You recognise that these claw marks are so similar to the kind of claw marks that Ximori enacts on people that have just been like sealed back up, almost like acid fused back together. Just like snarls at you.
Shut your mouth.
That ends Balrick's turn.
As I drop my machete.
Yeah. It is now the Tough's turn. Those three need to make Constitution saves.
Indeed.
Tough one. Failure. What's your DC, sorry? I don't have it down.
15.
15, okay, yeah. That is a success on Tough 2. Tough 3 also succeeds. I don't think it's going to help.
For another 17 damage.
So Tough 1 fails, dies. Tough 2 takes
Fails,
8,
dies.
is alive. The other one takes 13. So 2 are alive, but the Tough 1 does die. Is he just like, just burns in this fey fire that's like smoking his body, just collapses down to the ground. And it's nice, but it is then their turn. They will just rush through it because they're already in it. This one is going to try and mob round the back. These ones will keep firing crossbows. I think 2 of them again are going to fire at you, Balrick. Both miss.
I mean, I just want to. I don't use inspiration enough. Can I use inspiration to put Norak in the cause them to miss by using Norak as a shield?
Fuck it. Give me an athletics check.
It's a reverse get down. Let's get up.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not setting precedent, but in this moment, I'm not. Is that correct? He rolled really well, but nat 20.
As soon as this one behind, it's like...
I will say for this, he doesn't take full damage. He'll take the modifier damage from both. So Norak takes a little bit of damage. You just like this. You fools! Shoot him, not me.
He's not concentrating on anything, is he?
No. Something that I'll explain after the fact that is how kind of Norak does his stuff. The first crossbow shot does hit you, Ximori.
I don't need to protect you at this point.
For max damage of 11, half 5. And one on you, Arquen, natural 4. I think 3 are going to go on you, Arquen, 2 are going to go on Ximori.
Alright.
Because I think they think you're a little easier than a half demon that just ripped his ears off. 3 on you, Arquen. With their maces, the lowest is a 17.
That one, all 3 will hit, yeah.
6, 12,
Yeah.
6, 18 bludgeoning damage total.
And yep, all 3 succeed on the saving throw.
Wonderful, we love that. And on Ximori, does an 18 hit you, Ximori?
18 hits.
Cool, that's the only one that will hit. For minimum damage, 3 halved to 1. And they're just like desperately trying to like beat you down, and it's just like glancing
just
off
not
scales.
moving.
And like shadows are reaching up towards them and almost like pulling blows back off of you. That's their turn. Arquen. Arquen, you won't have Shield of Faith up now, so your AC would be 13.
Oh, no, I
15.
won't, yeah.
They still will hit anyway, so.
Oh, yeah. So it's, yeah, just down to 13 now.
Yeah.
So as an action, I'd like to move the sphere, the moonbeam, 60 feet. However, I'd like to do it by going over them and then around us to go the other side, because it can move 60 feet, but it doesn't say it has to be in a line. Just like...
Moonbeam is the most insane spell. Absolutely, let's do it. I'm just gonna label up some tufts for my own purpose.
It's stupid that it's not a beginning of turn spell, like every other one like it is.
They can only take it once per turn.
Yeah, so you can't like go back over them like this, but you can. Anyway, so everyone around you, I don't think you can get to the one on the balcony with the arc.
35 feet from that one.
Yeah, but you've got to move it down and then arc around. I don't think it would get there. I'm just going to say for ease of speed, it's easier to say no. You're already hitting 5 people with a moonbeam. Be happy.
Well, by my reckoning, I could do it.
Tough 2, natural 20. Tough 4, failure. Tough 3, failure. 5, success. Tough 6, failure, and the boss will succeed. So what damage?
18 damage, double 9s.
Gone. 18 damage. Tough 4 is still up. Tough 3 succeeded. Tough 3's on 1 hit point. Tough 5 failed.
I like knee him in the groin or something.
Tough 6 failed.
You've got a bonus action.
And the boss succeeded.
I don't think I do have a bonus action I can use for this.
Arquen, anything else in your turn? Bonus action?
This is what I'm just figuring out now.
Ximori, you're on deck.
Yep.
Purify the poison in his body and it causes a heart attack. I'll lay on hands myself a little bit, just to keep myself topped up.
Yeah, you feel your wounds just begin to stitch themselves back together in that tree sap ceiling way.
They're like just trying to beat me down, and they're just like, "That's good," and it's like the wounds are just
that's exactly
healing.
These it was a phrase said in the latest episode of Critical Role. It was something along the lines of like, "These people are murderers, not soldiers. They are just here beating you. There's no skill or tactics."
Yeah. And now the moon is killing them.
Yeah. Ximori. Or should I call you Bast?
The sort of big one to my left that hit me with a hammer.
Yeah.
I just reach out and I grab his face. But my claws just go into his face.
Reaching into the moonbeam, just arms just...
That's 19 on the dice.
That'll hit.
Uh, 16 points of damage. As I grab his face and just drive it down into my knee immediately, just...
Yeah.
I turn to the one that's sort of, heavily bleeding and about to die, and just, not looking at him, just pass my claws through his chest and neck.
Sure, make me the attack roll. If it hits, don't bother rolling damage.
19 on the dice.
Yeah, he's dead.
What's the challenge rating of these? Because I get hit points back now.
They have challenge rating a half, so you don't get any on the hit points.
Well, I get another attack. Is the one I'm holding still alive?
The boss guy, yeah.
I'll just sort of turn to him, his eye poking out.
Yeah.
And reach forward to grab tough 5.
Yep.
And just snap his neck in my hand. Hit my hand.
Sure.
Nat 20.
Roll damage.
So that is less good on that. So that's goes to 18. Goes to brain. 24.
Yeah, you had 14 hit points.
Yeah, I just reach out to like grab his face, but I just put his head entirely backwards.
There are Arquen. The screams right now are terrifying. It is the screams of a massacre happening, and you are just watching a monster not flinch, rip these people apart.
I'll then run my full 45 feet.
Jesus Christ, I need to make this map.
I'll run my full 45 feet, dragging him with me.
Well, you take an attack of opportunity from tough 6.
I was going to say, dragging you should be half movement, but you've got to...
He does go to swing, and he just holds back as you run away, realising if I hit him, he probably kills me.
I don't want him to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah, my eyes just lock back on Bast again. As like I'm just running, Norak, yeah. As I'm just running, like arms just like down at my sides, my claws are ready, forgetting that I have one of their faces in my hand already.
Yeah, you can feel your jaw distending into almost like a wolf's or other like bite-based predators more coming out. The claws out of your nails are no longer just extensions of your nails; they are just full-on like black metal glass claws coming out that you can feel extending into this man's skull, who's screaming and writhing while just trying to bring up his warhammer to hit you. That ends your turn?
That is action and bonus action, so that's me.
Does I have a feature that allows him to just drag people with
Yes.
giant
Strength. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, my dominant strength feature means that I can move with a grappled creature when it doesn't. That is my size or smaller without losing my movement speed.
That's incredible.
Actually, technically, I should have made a grapple on that guy, not an attack.
Make me the roll. You've got to be 21.
Natural 20.
There you go. He is gonna make 2 swings against you with the warhammer, just from behind, just like the desperate efforts of a man to like break your arm and free himself.
Mm-hmm.
1 will hit.
Yep.
14 half to 7.
I'm gonna say that hit does actually like break the arm briefly, but then it snaps back around again as I use my reaction to make a melee attack against him, which I can do while in drag shape.
Horrid.
Which is 18 on the dice.
Yeah.
18, 20, 20, 18.
Which is 18 overall, not 18 on the dice.
Oh, okay.
So, which is another 16 points of damage.
Yep. He's now bloodied. He was already very bloody. The other one is going to fire 2 crossbow shots at... is actually going to fire 2 crossbow shots at Balrick, trying to protect the boss. I think he wouldn't have moved to do that. He would have just got behind cover and fire 2 there. Technically, he has pack tactics, which I forgot earlier, so he does have advantage on these attacks against you, Balrick, but you do have half cover from the balcony and the angle. That is a 18, which I think with half cover will miss. And a lower roll with a miss. So they just they thud into the balcony.
18, half cover gives me a +2, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it would
be
hit. 18 would hit. I've got a 17 here with half cover.
Okay, thank you. 18 points of piercing damage. There's this very large bolt of crossbow like thuds deep into your back.
Looks about maintained
What the
concentration.
hell did you roll 18?
I think
Tough bosses do 2d10 with their heavy crossbows. That's the stat blocks.
it was the
I
boss,
think seeing Balrick's body jolt from that, Ximori's eyes just move along the line of the crossbow bolt to the tough.
Yeah.
It's the boss. It's boss 2 that did that, isn't it?
Yeah.
In this moment, Norak kind of looks around the room. Go with me, Zimmer. He's just like, he spits acidic spittle on your face, Balrick. And just looks around the room. You are insolent, all of you. Pathetic. He looks around the room and tries to lock eyes with each of the individuals around here. Tear the darkness from within. Rip them apart. And you see in this moment, Arquen, especially the ones around you, just momentarily go limp and glassy-eyed, and then all of them just begin to. And you just begin to see their muscles begin to bulge and ripple the fibers against their skin. Sharp claws bursting out of nail beds, ripping the fingertips off their fingers entirely as the bones themselves become claws. The fanged teeth come out, hunched out. The eyes go red, full with bloodshot as saliva just begins dripping down. And every single one of these in here turns into a bestial form of a brute pit fighter ready to leap down at you. And that is a good place for us to stop. As we will pan the camera back to the two individuals who have suddenly realised something is very, very wrong with this evening. We're going to end our chapter of this story here and pick it up another time. But until then, see you later.
Son of a bitch.